Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Talking big facts, I ain't tell no lies. Real talk like fight fan. Slap a troll with my right hand. Hit the like button, watch the replay. Bump all the smoke like EJ. Fuck control what he say. I bomb a nigga like Robert, boy. Spray the thing, make shower, boy. Tyson Fury, you a coward, boy. Box a nigga like ego. Make you bow your head, take one knee like Kell Brook and Tim Tebow. Since the time that lesser been black and eyes like Debo. Like Debo? And I'm a breadwinner like Kevin Gates. Smoke strong, make you levitate. On my evil spins, might meditate. Don't watch me, don't steady hate. But I pimp the game like 7-8. I'm a big stepper like Money Brown. I don't mess around, I don't fuck around. But I fuck around, I wear my crown. Fuck around, I wear my crown. Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again. Trio talk like white fan. There you go, talking that boxing again. It's trio talk like white fan. There you go, talking that boxing again. Trio talk like white fan. There you go, talking that boxing again. There you go, talking that boxing again. There you go, talking that boxing again.
Yeah, what's up with it? Yeah, y'all already know it's finna get live tonight. Omega Red off in the building. What's good with you, Big Omega? Phil J 508, what's happening with it? Loyal to the game, boxing talk. My man Kwame East off in the building. Yes, sir. And when y'all come in the building, you know what to do. Hit that like button. How you feeling, Money?
Oh man, I'm feeling good. I can't complain, bro.
Ready
Not
to cook?
I'm gonna work out, man. Got caught up, but you know I'm always ready to cook, bro.
Yeah, you got that weight off your shoulders.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
Shout out to my brother Omega, Phil J 05. Kwame, what's going down, man? How y'all feeling, champs?
Yeah.
KG Alexander, what's going down?
KG, what's happening off in the building? What's good with it? Yeah, man, there's a lot going on. Cook tonight. Yes, sir. Man, I want to get on earlier, but you know, shit, we both was I had work to do, you had work to do, so you know, we here now though.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Get some of these get some of these notifications sent out. We can get it going.
Yes, sir. BNB Boxer, what's going down? Terry Smooth in the building. What's going down, families?
BN Boxing News, what's up with it? Y'all go subscribe to BN Boxing News over there. Y'all
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For sure. Terry Smooth Jr., what's happening with it?
I want to coach subscribe to you.
What's up?
Coach, I got to tell Coach to subscribe to you.
Oh, yeah, Coach be cooking, man. I be watching Coach on your channel, man. I fuck with him heavy. He be
but that's where Coach come from, BN Boxing. They
Yeah.
You subscribe to BN?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me get a couple more of these notifications sent out, Money, and we're gonna get it popping. Man, you heard about that Russell Westbrook?
Boy, I saw that. I said I ain't gonna even say nothing. But I said I know this motherfucker Keon, but if y'all pull that off, I said everyone's gonna be the happiest nigga in the world.
Man, Cowboys, Jerry Jones and them, they don't have enough sense to pull off something like that. Lori Reed, salute Lori.
Lori, what's going on, man?
Yeah, let them know what the deal is, money.
Yes, sir. Lori, drop that link. Y'all go subscribe to Lori on Facebook. If y'all haven't subscribed already, you know, Loyalty Promotion and Boxing, one of the best boxing, you know, pages on Facebook, along with my bro Kwame East. Loyal to the Game.
Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk 2.
Yes, sir. Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk 2, right. So y'all catch that link that Lori go drop, man. Y'all go follow the queen, man. She one of the hottest in the game too. She ain't no rookie to this.
Yes, sir. And if y'all on Facebook, you know, y'all share this on your Facebook. But yeah, man, that Russell Wilson, man, if whoever fuck around and get Russell Wilson, if he go to a good team like the Saints,
oh man,
it's a wrap.
Cowboys.
Cowboys ain't got sense enough to get him.
Man, the Cowboys pull that off, bro. I can see Russell Wilson in the Cowboy jersey though, man. I can see him in Dallas, bro. I'm telling you.
Too. He said that's one of the teams that he would want to go to.
Yeah, bro. I can see him, and that he fit. He fit, bro.
Cowboys, but see, the Cowboys, they need to address their defense. Excuse me.
Offensive line.
They need to address their defense. Their offensive line fucked up. And it's like they would have to trade. They would have to get rid of a whole bunch of draft picks, and unless
fuck them draft picks, bro.
No, check this out. Unless, right? Unless they got with Seattle, right? And they got with Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott agreed to do a sign and trade.
Right.
So hey, Dak, we gonna sign you. We gonna give you your bread that you want, but then we gonna do a swap and send you over to Seattle. You know, and we want Russell Westbrook.
Now they ain't gonna be straight up. They still got to say
they ain't gonna be straight up because see,
probably the first round.
Dak feelings too much.
Yeah, but fuck Dak feelings like Jerry Jones. If you want to win, shit, Dak ain't fucking with Russell Westbrook.
Right. See, that's the difference with Bill Parcells. Not Bill Parcells.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick cutthroat.
Yeah.
Cutthroat. He don't care. He don't care about your feelings.
Man, I ain't just mentioned them motherfuckers. Oh my God.
Huh? Who?
When you just said Bill Belichick, boy, you know they would try to go after Russell Wilson quick.
Man, come on, man. You don't think he will? Come on,
man.
Bro. Yeah, hey, Russell Wilson, he ain't gonna want to go there because for the simple fact is that he named the teams that he would be willing to accept a trade to, and they wasn't on there. Like, they team so messed up right now. The New England Patriots team, and they made Cam Newton look so bad. You know, I was watching Cam Newton. He was on it's a podcast that what's his name? Brandon Marshall, Fred Taylor. They got a pot in Chad Ochocinco. They got a podcast, right? That shit hard. I forgot what it's called, but they had Cam Newton on there. You got to go watch it. I'll send it to you. I watched it yesterday, right? And they had Cam Newton on there, and Cam Newton said what happened is that when he got hit with that COVID, so you remember he did good his first couple games, then he got hit with COVID. He said, man, when he got hit with that COVID, when he was out, he said the way that the offense runs in that motherfucker in New England, he says, like, you gotta be there learning it. Right. He said he got hit with COVID and he had to sit on the sideline. And he said, man, once he came back, he says they was so far leaps and bounds ahead of what, he said he was so far behind in the playbook. After that, he said that playbook ain't no joke. He said, and then he was playing, from behind, trying to catch up. But they didn't have nothing around him. That was one of the worst teams in the league, talent-wise, by far. They probably had the worst team in the league, talent-wise. Cam can still ball. You put him around the right team, Cam can still ball. You know what I'm saying? But B&B, he say he going to the Saints. Hey man, if he goes to the Saints, that's gonna make the Saints nasty.
Hell yeah, boy. Michael Thomas.
They already got the squad.
You plug him in there with Michael Thomas. Come on, man.
Yeah, they got the squad already, man. So Man, we gonna go ahead and get to cooking, man. Go ahead and get this started. I know they ain't sending these notifications out on YouTube like they're supposed to, because like we usually don't, go on at this time. But anyway,
Machiavelli, we won now, bro.
Yes, sir. 33 Machiavelli. Done. Man, let's start off and talk about Canelo real quick, man. Let's get on this little Canelo, man. So Canelo fighting this weekend in a garbage fight. We know this shit is some trash. Me and you, we talked about it the other night. And like I said, for those who didn't hear, us cook on this on your channel the other night, man. And I thought about it some more, man. And it's a trash fight. But the thing is that, Canelo, he just taking advantage of the situations that they letting him do. The WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, they letting him do whatever he want to do, and he taking advantage of it. So I had to put myself in Canelo's shoes, right? We know this is a trash fight, but it's like, if you Canelo, it's like, okay, sit on the sideline and don't get paid, or take an easy fight, get paid a whole bunch of millions, and basically motherfucking rob the bank. That's what he's doing, because see, people gotta understand. See, I was mad, I was pissed off about this fight at first, right? I was pissed off about the fight, but then when I really thought about it, excuse me, I said, well, shit, I'd do the same thing if I was him, because people gotta understand, Canelo wouldn't be fighting, right? He wouldn't be fighting until May, right? He wouldn't be fighting anyway until May. So them giving him, basically taking the easy opponent, basically a warm up, this like an exhibition for him, an exhibition in between his big fight that he got coming up in May, to get a bag, an easy bag. Shit, I can't really blame him for it. I was pissed off and I talked a lot of shit about it. But when I thought about it, I was like, well, the man just fought two months ago. He just fought 2 months ago, right? Ain't nobody else in boxing, especially on his stature, right? Ain't nobody that's nowhere near his level fighting that many times, right? So he fighting, and especially with a quick turnaround like that. It don't matter if any of these dudes that's anywhere near his level, it don't matter if they get a first round knockout. They not turning around and fighting in 2 months. You know what I'm saying? If it don't matter who it is, Errol Spence, Charlo, Terrence Crawford, it don't matter who it is. If they fight somebody and get a first round knockout, they not turning around and fighting in 2 months. You see what I'm saying? So what he's actually doing is he's taking advantage of what they letting him do. WBC is letting him do that, so he's taking advantage of it. So he's like, shit, should I just sit around and wait until May, right? Or they gonna let me fight for a motherfucking title, and I can do it in fucking a 60-day turnaround there, damn near, and get another motherfucking what? What you think he making for this fight? 20 mil at least?
It depends.
Well, let's just say another 15 mil plus, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I could get another 15 mil plus, right? So basically my options is I can sit on the sideline, sit on the bench and not do nothing. Or I can go in there and beat this nobody up and make 15 mil and just get basically an easy free payday. You know what I'm saying? He ain't. I mean, Canelo stay in the gym and train he trains all the time already, right? So I ain't really got to do nothing different than I'm already doing. I don't have to extra prepare for this dude, because he was already my sparring partner. So I already know I can beat his ass. He know I'm gonna whoop his ass. I'm gonna go in there and get an easy cleanup. So now, when I looked at it like that, right, I asked myself, I said, would Deontay Wilder do it? Yeah. If they gave him an opportunity with Errol Spence, with Terrence Crawford, if they gave any of them top dudes an opportunity and said, look, you just got done fighting, you still healthy, you know what? we're gonna let you go get another bag in 2 months. But look, all you gotta do is go and beat Ivan Redcatch. What they gonna do? Honestly, what you think they gonna do?
Well, no, they'll go fight him and get that money.
Yeah, they gonna get that money. So essentially, when I look at it, I'm like, they letting Canelo do it. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, either if he wasn't, he wouldn't be fighting until May anyway. So he'd just be sitting on the shelf. And it's not like, and I know everybody got a problem with the opponent that he's fighting, right? And I have a problem with it too. But then when you look at it like this, you got to say, okay, well, he did just fight 2 months ago. So if he were to fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's fighting in 2 months. So who he gonna fight? He can't fight a Charlo with that quick of a turnaround. He can't fight even the Billy Joe Saunders or motherfucking Demetrius Andrade, or he can't fight no other top level competition with only, you know, a 2 month turnaround, right? So I mean, why not? Why not? That's how he looking at it. So I really can't be mad at him. What I can be is I can be pissed off at the sanctioning body for letting him continue to be able to do stuff. Because if you're going to do that for him, well, then treat the rest of your champions like that. You feel me? If you're going to do that to him, for him, treat the rest of your champions like that, right? So say, hey, Gary Russell, you've been a champion with us for 5 years, right? So this is what we're going to do for you. This is what we're going to do for you, Gary Russell. You just beat King Tug, right? You know, you just beat King Tug. We got another fight for you, right? We got another fight for you. You can fight what fucking goddamn
Johnny Nobody.
Yeah, Escobedo. We got another fight for you. We got Escobedo for you, and we're gonna let you fight him in 60 days, and we're gonna let you get another, you know, 2.5 mil. We're gonna let you fight Escobedo in 60 days and give you another 2.5 mil. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Errol Spence, you know what? You just fought Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing everything right. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing everything right by boxing. You've been giving us big fights. You know what? We finna let you go in 2 months. You know, we gonna let you get another bag. We're gonna give you 8 mil, and we're gonna let you go and fight motherfucking Ivan Redcatch. Is that cool? So if you gonna do it for Canelo, do it for the rest of them. That's my problem. I don't have a problem with you know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with Canelo taking advantage of what they letting him do, because honestly, can't nobody in here say if they was in his position they wouldn't do the same thing. None of these fighters, right? I don't know no fighter that wouldn't do the same thing that he's doing if they was able to do it, right? But don't favor him and then treat the rest of your champions different. That's my problem, money. You see what I'm saying? That's my problem. So my problem is with Mauricio Suleiman, right? And how they, you know, they ride dirty. You feel what I'm saying? They ride dirty, but they're not keeping the same energy with all of their fighters. That's my problem. So I ain't gonna be mad at, now that I thought about it, I'm not gonna be mad at Canelo for going in here and whooping up on this motherfucker, right? Fuck it. I you know what I'm saying? Hey, Floyd went in there and whooped up on
it's an event.
Fucking I ain't gonna use Berto. I ain't gonna use Berto.
Well, I'm a champion.
Floyd
champion.
But I'm saying Floyd went over there, put the mask on his face, right? Walked to the ring and whooped motherfucking Conor McGregor. You know why?
Well, that was over here.
He was able to do it because he was able to do it, right? He was able to do it, huh?
Yeah, that was number 50. I'm tripping. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah. He got his 50th, beating up Conor McGregor because he was able to do it. So I ain't gonna be mad at Canelo, but I'm gonna say this before I let you get to cooking on this money, right? What I will say though, if Canelo, right, I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that Billy Joe Saunders shit. I don't think Billy Joe, but he got a belt, so I can't be mad at it. But if Canelo don't fight, if he don't fight Caleb Plant, right? If he don't fight Caleb Plant after that, he do some other shit and he fight, you know, somebody else that ain't on the radar, then I'm gonna be pissed off, right? And I didn't say, I know a lot of people gonna say Charlo, but I got something to say about Charlo himself, right? I got something, and I'll talk about Charlo real quick after I let you cook on this, after you go ahead and cook. But so what's your thoughts on the whole situation, man?
Yeah, I agree with you on the money part. I'm not pissed off about him getting the bag. I'm never pissed off at the fighter for getting the bag. I already understood that, right? And I know he signed back with his own, so I don't know how many what's the fights that he got with him, but you can be knocking off a fight like that as well. And it's like, fuck it, like you said, if y'all gonna let me go in here and knock this fight off and fight this motherfucker, and that's one of my fights. You know, I know that's it. That's easy money in the bank. You feel me? It's just the opponent, bro. That's why I'm just pissed off, you know. And I get what you're saying about him letting them do that, but I'm still pissed off at for Canelo for doing it. You feel me? Like, okay, you go get your bag. No doubt about it. We know what boxing is. It's a business at the same time. But you taking this damn easy ass fight, knowing what you finna do to this dude, knowing you finna beat the fuck out of him. You know what I mean? So when we look at it, like I said, I ain't never the one to shit on no fight. Because we fuck with boxing, it is what it is, and I'm a Canelo fan. I'm a Canelo fan, but it's like I know it ain't no resistance in this shit. There's no resistance in this shit, bro. Like, you know, people try to shoot us with the well. Earl went and fought, you know, he fought the boy Ocampo. He was the mandatory. Y'all ain't say shit, this, that, and all that shit. But bro, is this dude really a fucking mandatory? You know what I mean? Like, you get the WBC, they trying to put him as the mandatory to justify Canelo become the WBC champion because it was a vacant title. You know what I'm saying? So now, okay, now he beat Callum Smith. So now let him go ahead and fight Abner Yildirim, who was the mandatory to the WBC. So now make it feel like that Canelo is really the WBC champ because he is the champ. I ain't gonna take it from him, but it puts some type of validity and try to solidify him becoming the WBC champion. Because you know David Benavidez got stripped. You ain't want nothing to do with David Benavidez. So guess what? He fought the mandatory to become a champion. You know what I'm saying? Which is some bullshit that it's bullshit to me. But right. It is what it is. Now they got him as the Ring Magazine champion, right? So they saying Caleb Smith was the man, but it's just how they trying to play the game, like you say, bro. They putting all these privileges out there, and I'm not knocking it. Canelo bring a big ass bag, so I get it. You want that nice percentage of that fucking check. I get it, bro. But it's still just to how they playing the game, bro. It's fucked up and it's the business. But it's just Canelo. You want to fight this motherfucker knowing that he's nothing, bro. Knowing that he's nothing. You feel me? Like earn that shit. Earn that shit. You want to become the WBC champion? Earn that shit, bro. You got a fucking free title. Don't get me wrong. You got the WBA up off of Callum Smith. You got that. But that WBC, they should have let somebody fight for that shit. They should have put, you know, some type of tough competition there. If you go strip David Benavidez for the fucking fight, for the title, at least let two champions that's right there, former champions, fight for that motherfucker instead of just throwing it in a pot for Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? That's like, okay, Earl Spence, he the fucking champ. The WBA stripped him, so let's just throw the WBA in the pot for Earl Spence and somebody else to fight. But instead, they elevated Ubers to the motherfucker. Put somebody in there with some substance. You know what I mean? And let Canelo earn that motherfucker the right way. Instead of just trying to hurry up and make him the fucking undisputed champion. Because y'all just trying to make him the undisputed champion. Y'all ain't trying to let him earn shit. And don't get me wrong, you got to beat Billy Joe and you got to beat Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant to become the champion. But that one fucking WBC scrap, which is a big fucking name, it could have been another big fight for us. That could have been another big fight for us, and we could have been like, okay, well, guess what? Jamal Charlo, okay, which I know you got something to say, but I'm just saying in general, like if he coming up, all right, bam, he's the WBC champ down there. Now he got an opportunity to fight for the pro. You know what I mean? Just put him against fucking Anthony Dirrell. Goddamn me. Let him fight Anthony Dirrell over motherfucking Abner Yildirim.
Right. Anthony Dirrell is a bigger name than Yildirim. I agree with you with that. And we know, and shout out to Anthony Dirrell. I fuck with Anthony Dirrell heavy, but I gotta keep it real. We know, Canelo beat Anthony Dirrell right now.
Yeah, I know,
but it's a better fight because it's a better name.
Yeah, former champion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that bitch.
Anthony Dirrell, he's seasoned. He didn't did shit in the sport.
Yeah, he beat Abner Yildirim. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He beat him. So like put him in the ring with the motherfucker. Something like someone be like, okay, I know Canelo go get the fight, but we know he probably got some type of chance. Like Ant go hit his ass where he go be like, okay, we know he ain't scared, he ain't afraid of this motherfucker. And I ain't saying that Abner Yildirim's afraid of shit like that, but we just see his skill level, right? We just know this motherfucker don't stand a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't pissed off at Canelo for getting a bag. Get your money, man. Like I say, boxing only here for a short period of time. You deserve the shit. You deserve the shit. You go get it. But at least give us some type of motherfucking resistance in the fight if you want to try to just make a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, the first Mexican undisputed champion, 168 pounds. They all banking on it. They all in on it. You feel me? Motherfuckers get mad when we say the WBC trying to help them out because it's a Mexican situation going on. Facts are the facts. You can't deny that shit. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, y'all talking about they showing favoritism. Motherfucker, we see the favoritism. You see the shit plain and day. You know what I mean? But since it's something that you fucking with and this what you ride with, you go turn a blind eye to it and you go do everything you could to justify this shit as it being all right when the shit ain't all right. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I ain't pissed off at them for getting a bag, bro. Get the money. But you've been a fighter talking about you're a warrior. And y'all want to talk all that shit about Floyd Mayweather every time y'all in front of a camera, and then y'all turn around and do some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. Like I say, I'm watching the fight tomorrow. I'm gonna stream the shit. But after that, it better be Billy Joe and it better be fucking Caleb Plant, bro.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel you. Now, the reason I didn't mention Jamal Charlo, because y'all might disagree with Jamal Charlo. I fuck with the Charlos heavy. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really said nothing about it because I fuck with him heavy. You know what I'm saying? But Jamal Charlo out here looking bad right now. That's why I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Jamal Charlo out here looking real bad right now. Because first off, right, you know what I'm saying? You now with the shit that Jamal Charlo just pulled, he gonna have to sit back and take his position, and Canelo can do whatever the fuck he want to do because motherfucking David Benavidez, he got Jamal Charlo looking like he exposed his ass right now, right? Jamal Charlo came out and not one time but several times spoke on David Benavidez's name, right? Said he'd move up to 168, said he'd knock his ass out. You know, was talking real reckless, right? And I'm like, man, hell yeah. And really, you know, I'm telling the truth. Money, I said Jamal Charlo beat him. I said, I got Jamal Charlo beating him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he'll knock him out, but I'm favoring Jamal Charlo in that. I said, because I seen Anthony Durrell give David Benavidez problems, you know, in the first about 4 rounds or whatever until he got his eye cut. So I said, I'm going with Charlo, right? Charlo, and I'm like, damn, that's what's up. And Charlo, he went on to say, you know, oh, I'm stronger at 168. You know, shit, I'm moving up to 168. And he said it several times. I'm fuck that. Who you gonna fight next at 160? I'm moving up to 168. You know, I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. Motherfuckers don't know how big I am. I'm strong. I'll knock out David Benavidez. Okay, bam. And he had mentioned David Benavidez before, you know, before in the past, then mention him again. Now this time, David Benavidez, he get wind of it. He like, you know what? I like that fight. David Benavidez pops. You know what? We like that fight. And they gave Charlo his respect too. David Benavidez said, well, he said he'll knock me out. Well, shit, I think I'll knock him out. But it'll be a great fight. That's a fight, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Let's make the fight happen. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it fight. Let's make it happen, right? David Benavidez pops. You know what? We got a lot of respect for Jamal Charlo. I know that's not going to be an easy fight for my son. I know that's going to be the toughest fight that my son has ever been in till this day. But, you know, we want to take that test. Let's do it. They didn't let up there. The pops came up on barbershop conversations with David Benavidez. You know what? We want that Jamal Charlo fight. Let's make it happen. We both under Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk to. I got a fight coming up. You know, we you know what I'm saying, and he might want to fight. He might want to fight in between too, right? So let's make it happen in September. Let's do it, right? All of a sudden, is first it go for, oh well, Jamal Charlo, and I'm like, okay, yeah, Jamal Charlo finna get on this motherfucking helmet. He finna let he finna let Benavidez know what's up. Then he come out. How old is he? I ain't even fighting no motherfucker. I ain't fighting nobody up under 25 no more. You know what? And he gonna have to take a COVID test. I ain't fighting nobody that ain't taking no COVID test. And I'm not fighting nobody under 25. I'm like, So we talked about it a little bit, you know, talked about it. And I'm like, nah, he just talking. He couldn't be serious. He gonna, you know what I'm saying? He gonna talk. David Benavidez come out, get on this motherfucking helmet again. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. Fuck what you took. Fuck the COVID test and all of that. What's up? Let's make the fight happen. I'm calling you out once again. We can do it in September. Fuck what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm 24 and I'll beat your motherfucking ass. What's up? Now, right? Now, Charlo get, and I'm like, oh, Charlo gonna respond to this. He gonna let everybody know that he was just fucking around about the COVID test and the AIDS, and he gonna beat David Benavidez's ass, right? I'm like, damn, I ain't heard nothing from Charlo. And I'm talking to Money, and I'm like, damn, Money, Charlo ain't came out and said nothing? Nah. I'm like, damn. If Charlo don't say something within the next, you know what I'm saying, week or so, it's gonna look real bad on Charlo, Money. Money like, yeah, well, we gotta wait. He probably gonna come out and say something. So I'm like, man, wait. And then he comes out and say something like I thought he would. But what he come out and say, he come out talking about something. First it was, oh, y'all know I ain't no 168 pounder. You know, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not this, and then y'all want me to fight David. Ain't nobody think now he just come out, ain't nobody thinking about no David Benavidez and this and that. You know, I got some big fight news to announce, you know. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he gets mad, like, oh, y'all actually think I'm ducking the David Benavidez. Ain't nobody thinking about him. Nobody give a fuck about no David Benavidez. And then start talking about some whole other shit. Basically telling you that fight is not happening. But the way he went about it, and it's like, and I'm watching the live where he like, just, who cares about David Benavidez? Quit talking to me about him. Don't nobody, but bro, you brought it up. Now, when he's on your helmet and you seeing that I don't know. Now I'm thinking like, is this motherfucker getting drunk and getting on live and just talking shit? Because I fuck with Charlo, but hey, I got to call it how it is. I'm going to keep it real. That's one thing I'm going to do. Even though I do fuck with him heavy, I got to call it real. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you the one that made all of this noise. David Benavidez wasn't over there talking about, oh, what Charlo at? Have him move up. You made that noise. And then when you saw that shit got real, you stepped back and he made you look real bad. He made you look real bad because when shit got real with some real competition, right? Yeah, at a different weight class, but you were the one that said you wanted to move up to 168. And then he said that he'll fight you at a catch weight. He said, okay, I'll fight him at a catch weight. Fuck it. A man that, and see, this is why he pulling your skirt up. He pulling your skirt up because the man, David Benavidez, he have a hard time. He can barely make 168 and said he'll go down and fight you at a catch weight. And you still don't want to smoke. That shit crazy to me. Draco Bay off in the building, Smooth Groove Boxing, Brandon White, the Fitted Man. I'm actually finna this right here. This my other clothing line I'm coming out with, and then I got the boxing. And I'm about to actually start working on all of that. So I'm about to have some hot shit come out. So y'all be on the lookout. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna know. But You know what I mean? He made you pull your motherfucking skirt up and Charlo is looking real bad. And then not only that, so I'm like, okay, he talking about he got a big fight announcement, you know. Well, what's going down? Now I'm really looking, okay, like who you gonna fight next, right? Motherfucker, and I'm watching Blue Blood, and I can't think of the dude's name that they said. Another nobody. I'll tell you that. Let me see if I can find his name. One, I think it was it Montel or something like that? Money. You remember it, huh?
I said I ain't even know that he had an opponent announced.
Well, nah. They said it was some rumors, and I think Blue Blood and Kurt was talking about his next fight is probably gonna be against I think they said Montez something. Basically, another fucking nobody. You know what I'm saying? Another nobody. Nobody. And Blue Blood was cooking on it today because he's like, bro, you ain't mentioning Danny Jacobs. You ain't like you have a chance to make some big fights, right?
Yeah.
And you ain't mentioning none of these dudes. And then you just blatantly, because that's what it is. I don't give a, I do fuck with the Charlos, but that's what it is. Now, don't call yourself Big Charlo no more. Jermell Charlo is Big Charlo because Jermell Charlo is the one that's out here doing big boy shit. Yeah, you see, it's crazy because you can't come and fight another tune-up besides one fight that you had, your last fight with what's his name? His last fight with Derevyanchenko, right? Besides that one fight with Derevyanchenko, right? And no disrespect to Brandon. I fuck with Brandon Adams, and you know Brandon Adams is a tough opponent, but Brandon Adams is not no true 160-pound fighter. Brandon Adams is a 154-pounder. You know what I'm saying? And much smaller than Charlo. But besides Derevyanchenko, you know what I'm saying? Your whole career at 160 been a tune-up. And somebody tell me if I'm telling a lie. The last time, right? The last time before you fought Derevyanchenko, the last time you had fought any opponent that you weren't that you weren't supposed to go in there and just blow out was J-Rock. Am I lying?
No.
Tell me I'm lying. Your whole motherfucking, so you can't afford to go and come up and tell us that you finna fight another nobody. Like, and then you blatantly, and then with that, you blatantly duck David Benavidez. He pulled your skirt up and make you look real bad. Because you didn't even see, this is my thing, Money. He didn't even come and say, look, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got another fight. I'm a fight in between. And then, you know what I'm saying? We can talk about the David Benavidez fight next. He cut that shit all the way out. He didn't say down the line. He didn't say in the future. And I'm like, damn, bro. He made you look real bad because he made you fucking eat your words. He made you eat your words, homie. You can't do that. You can't, like, that look real bad, Money. Like that shit right there, and you know what I'm saying? I gotta hold these cats accountable. That shit look like we get on a whole bunch of other shit that be going on in boxing. You know what I'm saying? We got on Teofimo, we didn't got on Canelo. But to me, that shit that Charlo did, that shit topped all of that. That shit topped all of that, right?
Yeah, what he was looking for when you turned that shit down. Because
you got what you couldn't have said it. I couldn't have said it no better, Money. You got what you was looking for, right? I don't know. It's like you was talking a whole bunch of shit trying to sound tough. You talked a whole bunch, like that's what I'm like. Was he? That's what I be thinking. Like, do these motherfuckers be getting drunk and getting like liquid courage?
No, he say he don't drink though.
Huh?
He say he don't drink.
Okay, he say he don't drink. Okay. I ain't gonna get into their personal shit, but he say he don't drink, so he don't. If he say that's what he say, he don't drink. But whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you know. You can't, like, bro, you can't do that. You can't do, like, you cannot do shit like that, especially in a manly sport. Like my man Draco Bay said, you got bullied. You tried to see what he did is he tried to come out and beat a bully, and then he got bullied. And Benavidez made him back down and bow down. Like, oh, you didn't think I was gonna hear you? Like it's just like it's like, right. It's like I was watching Blue Blood, right? I think it was yesterday. I'm watching Blue Blood yesterday, right? And a troll, he say some shit in the comments, you know, and Blue Blood gonna catch everything, right? And so, of course, Blue Blood caught that shit. He bring it up like, hey, no, homie, no. See, you think because we got 1,000 people in here, I'm not gonna read every comment, but I read everything. Now you're gonna have to answer to what the fuck you just said. Now come on here and answer this shit, right? So he called him out. Now when he called him out, dude get real quiet, and Blue Blood like, nah, I'm not letting you off the hook, right? So it's like, did Charlo think that that shit was gonna get by Benavidez? Like, oh yeah, I'm on here, I'm talking big shit. Ain't nobody going, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna hear it. Bro, it didn't go down like that. And then when he get, oh yeah, I heard you. Yeah, I heard you. Okay, well, you called me out. Now what's up? That shit look real bad. And Charlo gonna have to do a whole bunch to redeem himself. And it's not coming and fighting another motherfucking nobody. So I don't want to hear him talking about no Canelo, none of that shit. Because now you brought some shit up that you got to take care of, homie. So if Canelo tell him, you know what? I'll fight you. What Canelo should do now, right? What Canelo needs to do now is say, look, I'll give you a fight. I'll fight you. But you got to go fight Benavidez. Since you call him out, fight Benavidez, you beat him, and I'll beat you. Or I'll fight you. Because that shit right there, I can't roll with that, homie. I can't roll with that. David Benavidez pulled Jamal Charlo's skirt up. And he pulled his skirt up and he exposed him. You know what I'm saying? And now it's looking like when some real tough competition comes up, because see, like I said, the only tough competition Charlo has fought since he moved up to 160 is Derby and Chico. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Before that, the last good fight that he had before that was J-Rock. So Charlo, you in those, when did he fight J-Rock? In 2016?
Yeah, something like that. I think it was.
So
either 16 or 17.
So let's say the last 4 or 5 years, Charlo done had 2 meaningful fights, right? 2 meaningful fights. You see what I'm saying? So, bruh, now, because see, now when you do shit like that, now motherfuckers that's fans of you, now I'm starting to look into it. Now I gotta call it how I see it. Bro, you ain't really been fighting no stiff competition, and then when the stiff competition step up after you call them out, you step down. I ain't feeling that. I'm not feeling that. So all this Canelo shit, I was riding with you like, yeah, Canelo ducking you. Canelo need to fight you. Canelo did nah. Now it's like, bro, shit. Canelo got every right to come out. Now, if Canelo has every right, if he wanted to come out and say, man, fuck Charlo. Go ahead and fight Benavidez, and then I'll fight your ass. Because if I was Canelo, right? If I was Canelo, just to hold him to the fire, I talk that shit. Like, hey, you talking about fighting me? This motherfucker just exposed your pussy. Go ahead and fight him, and then you can come and fight me. Until that, I don't even want you to mention my name. Go ahead and fight my Mexican homie right here. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. Because that shit look bad. And you know what I'm saying? And I always talk about on my show, I always talk about keeping the same energy when it comes to every fighter, if you're a fan of them or not. And that put a real sour taste in my mouth with Charlo. And I got to keep that same energy, because if any of these other fighters did it, we be killing them. But see, we don't want to get on Charlo like that because we fuck with Charlo. But y'all, nah, that was too bad. And what made me really get on it is when when Blue Blood and Kurt start talking about who his next opponent is probably gonna be. And I'm like, who? I ain't never even heard of this motherfucker. And you could have been, and you ain't calling out. And see, this is another thing. I'm gonna let you cook on this. It's other big fights out there. You got history with other big names out there. You ain't on live calling out Daniel Jacobs. You ain't on live calling out Demetrius Andrade, even though that shit happened with him, but he's still a big name. It's still competition, right? And then people say, and then I hear a lot of people say, well, Al Heyman already had a plan. Nah, man. Nah, fuck that. Nah, because if these fighters, right, want to tell Al Heyman, look, you know what I'm saying? This is what I want. Al Heyman gonna do that. Al Heyman works for them. You feel me? So don't try to put it on Al Heyman like, oh, Al Heyman and the PBC had a plan. No, nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You could have went. You could, just like Blue Blood and them said today. You could have been calling out Daniel Jacobs. You could have been calling out Demetrius Andrade. Like, hey, I want them next. Let's you know, try to make it happen. Let's discuss the fights. Let's sit down, negotiate, and try to make it happen, because that's a much bigger bag than that bullshit fight that you finna turn around. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all can't. If y'all want to advocate for this, you can, but I'm not. Let me get through some of these comments real quick, Money, and then I'm gonna pass it to you and let you cook on this. PLG Sky, he says they agreed to fight verbally because Benavidez agreed to catch weight. So we'll see, but I doubt Benavidez can make weight. I didn't see. Did you see him? I didn't see no agree. I saw Charlo talking about he not thinking about no Benavidez. So let me send me or tell me where that link is. If they agreed to fight verbally, let me see that link, because I ain't seen nothing about that. Did you see anything about that, Money?
That he agreed?
Yeah.
Not I said the cat.
I did not see nothing like that. And Brandon White says, I'm a Charlo fan and I agree it's a bad look for him. For real. It's like, now it's like, man, how can you get around that? Henry Gomez says, yo, what's good with you? SWAT TX, what's happening with it? Lord to the Game Boxing Talk says this dude said he got to get a vaccine and an age stipulation. Right, man. Taco K, what's good with it? Let me see. That shit crazy, man. PLG Scott says, now you tripping, bro. Charlo looked bad, but Benavidez versus Charlo has nothing to do with Canelo when Charlo was in line to fight Canelo. Nah, you heard what I just said. Ain't nobody tripping. I'm not finna get on here and start babying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna rock and carry Charlo when he just pulled some shit. Like I said, Benavidez pulled his skirt up and exposed him. That shit looked real bad. He looking like he got exposed. Blue Blood Sports TV off in the building. What's good with it, Blue?
Blue was going down, big bro. Down.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a fan of the Charlos just like you, But I'm not finna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna do that. If Correa, but if Money on here, right, talking, you know what I'm saying, talking real bad about Correa, talking about he wanna debate him and this and that and all of that, right? Right? And calling Correa out, and I'm just using Correa, it could be anybody, right? And calls him out, right? And then Correa answer that call and say, well, shit, you keep calling my motherfucking name, what's up? We can debate. And then Money and then Money do another live and people start asking him about it. He's like, shit, man, this shit. He got to get 10,000 subscribers before he debate me. And I'm like, damn. And I'm sitting back like, damn, Money, you call him out though. You know what I'm saying? And then he come back, shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. He got to get a check on motherfucker. He got to get his check on the Instagram before he debate me. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Money. And then Money, shit. I ain't debating no motherfucking Correa. You know what I'm saying? Shit. He you know what I'm saying? He don't deserve it. I'm not even thinking about him. Shit, I ain't thinking about him. Shit, I wanna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about him. I'm gonna fucking hold Money to that. I'm gonna holler at the nigga like, hey, bro, nah, nigga, you can't back. Now he calling you out because you mentioned his name first. And I'm gonna hold him to it. I'm not finna get on here and like, oh nah, well, it ain't nothing I can say after that. You feel me? So we not finna
come out and debate some weak ass nigga that don't stand a chance.
Huh?
Then I come out and debate some weak ass nigga.
And then you like, nah, I ain't thinking about him. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I wanna debate whoever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but you know, y'all get what I'm saying though. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, nah, that shit's not, I'm not letting that shit slide. Straight up. Just like Blue said today, man, motherfuckers get mad, right? But we got to keep it 100 about this shit. We got to keep it real. Get mad if you want to, you know? So what's your take on this, Money?
I mean, my stance gonna be the same, right? I ain't gonna say that Maul ducking. I ain't gonna put the duck word on him, but he did put himself in a position, like I say. I'm not gonna be pissed off at nobody that get at his motherfucking ass, because once you open up your mouth and you do that type of shit, then you put that out there for yourself to look how you look. Now I'm still gonna stand on. He had 160 pounds, and that was never the play at PBC. That was never the play for Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez to meet up with each other, but it could be the play. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna make it like it can't happen. Both y'all on the same side of the street. Neither one of y'all have a fight. Benavidez ain't got shit big coming up. You know what I'm saying? His scrap got taken. Everybody, all the other scraps, they taken up, and all the fights are set already. You feel me? So when you look at the 168 pounds, it ain't really shit there meaningful for him. It ain't shit there that's really big that's gonna be like, oh man, David Benavidez for the fight so and so, bro. You know what I'm saying? You finna fight him. You feel me? And with Charlo, it's the same shit. You ain't lining up to face no goddamn Demetrius Andrade. You ain't got no Danny Jacobs in play. So it ain't too far-fetched that it can't happen, even though that wasn't never the play. You know what I mean? But when you do come out and you call a man out like you call that man out, and that man comes stepping on your motherfucking playground, kicking your dirt over, you know what I'm saying? Saying fuck your couch and shit like that, and you just looking talking about, oh man, he don't mean that shit. Nah, nigga, he do mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you gotta hold yourself accountable, and you right for getting on his ass, and everybody else right for getting on his ass when you come out and say that shit, because that's a big fucking fight. That's something that's meaningful. You don't need a belt for Charlo and David Benavidez. You don't need a belt. That shit is fireworks. That shit is fireworks. And then it's like you say though, kid, if we just keep it all the way 100, you've been trying to get a big fucking fight, bro. You've been trying to get a big fight, bro. You feel me? You've been trying to get a big fight. David Benavidez is a big fucking fight for you, dog. That's a big fucking fight for you. That's a name, bro. That's better than Derevchenko. That's way better than Derevchenko, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can put yourself on a whole different pedestal if you beat that man. If you beat that man, you put yourself on a whole different pedestal, bro. Then motherfuckers would really say, oh man, he just beat David Benavidez. That nigga was a WBC champ. Canelo really need to see him now. You know what I'm saying? So like if they really looking at it that way, but when you come out and you saying shit like, oh, I ain't fighting nobody under 25, or he got to get this shot and all this shit, and then I did hear him say, come on now, I'll fight you at catch weight, but I didn't hear nobody. I mean, I ain't see shit about him saying that fight was made or either one.
He said, well, he said he corrected it. He said that Benavidez said that he'll fight him at a catch weight, so we'll see if he accepts it. But I mean, if Benavidez said it, that's what I'm trying to say, PLG, is that Benavidez offered him a catch weight, right? Afterwards, Charlo, he didn't spoke on it. He said, don't talk to me about no Benavidez. I ain't thinking about no Benavidez and all of that. He ducked him. He don't want no catch weight. He don't want to fight the man.
Right.
That's what it's looking like. So I'm like, man, that shit, nah, bro. He even told you he'll fight you at a catch weight, and you get mad at people for he like the man. That's like, that's what I'm saying, man. That's that bipolar shit. You brought it up. You brought up this whole thing, and then you get mad at people on your live for asking you, like, what's up? You finna fight Benavidez? He calling you and you get mad, spazzing on people. Don't talk to me about no goddamn Benavidez. I ain't thinking about him and this, and that. Excuse me. Shit crazy.
But yeah, though, man, we'll see how that shit play out, because more than likely it ain't gonna happen. Don't keep it real. More than likely the fight ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because Benavidez got to really think about coming out to a catch weight for Charlo. I don't think, like, he say he will, but if in our reality, you know, if the fight happened, I'd rather Charlo to go to 168 to make the shit happen. I'd rather for you to go up there and get the full credit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fight him at catch weight, you're not gonna get the full credit if you beat him. You ain't gonna get full credit. Motherfucker, oh man, they want this day beat Benavidez, but if you go to 168 and you beat him, bro, you proving the point. You proved the point. Now I do understand you never fought at 168 before. You going up, it'll be your first time fight with that weight, but I don't think it'll bother him too much. I don't think it'll bother him too much.
He said it him, and see, that's another thing, Money. What I was stressing on is he said it himself, right? If he had been like, you know what, I might have to move up to 168 because I can't get no fights at 160, so you know, fuck it, I might have to move up. But he didn't say that. He was like, shit, I'm moving up to one. And he said it several times. I'm moving up to 168 because shit, I'll be stronger, you know. I'm a big boy anyway. I'll be stronger at that weight. You know, y'all don't know how.
Right.
He said that himself.
Right.
So
PLG, I get what you're saying, PLG, bro.
So it's like, right, once a real cat call you out, it's like, oh, y'all know I don't even fight at 168. Y'all fucking stupid. Y'all know I ain't no 168 pound fighter. Bro, we thought you wouldn't until you start saying it.
Exactly.
But and this is the thing, right? Right. A lot of people talk about how big David Benavidez is. I've been around Jamal Charlo on several occasions. Jamal Charlo is big as fuck.
A big dude. Fuck yeah. Man Blue was talking about that shit. Hell yeah.
Jamal Charlo can easily, I'm telling y'all, Jamal Charlo can easily walk around at 225 and be in tip-top condition. That's how big he is. Jamal Charlo, I don't know how he gets down to 160. Jamal Charlo big.
Yeah.
Look, okay. Andre Ward fought at 175 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Jamal Charlo is way bigger than Andre Ward. Much bigger than Andre Ward. His body mass, legs, all of that. Jamal Charlo is much bigger than Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. fought at 165. Roy Jones Jr. fought at 175. You know what I'm saying? Well, he fought at he started at 154, 160, 168, 175, went to heavyweight, went to cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Charlo bigger than all these cats. So let's not all of a sudden try to act like, well, we know Jamal Charlo can't fight at 1. Oh, yeah, he can. Jamal Charlo will probably be stronger, like he said. He said he would be stronger at 168. He said he'd be faster at 168. So you only can take a man for what he say, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to force you to do nothing that you didn't say. You brought it up. You know what I'm saying? So that shit crazy. This shit wild, man. How you moving? It's like, man, and the thing is PLG, I understand you. I'm not giving Canelo no pass because Canelo has ducked him for more than 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Canelo ducked both of the Charlos at 154, 160, right? But I said, since Charlo is moving like he moving with that shit he just pulled, right? Canelo wouldn't be in the wrong with saying, look, hey, well, you called out Benavidez. Benavidez answered it. So y'all two fight, and if you can beat him, then I'll fight you. But you got to answer that call out. Because see, one thing, right? Well, one thing is that Canelo ducked Charlo, right? But see, this is the difference between what Canelo did and what Charlo did, money. You never once heard Canelo come out and call out Charlo. You see what I'm saying? If Canelo had came out and said, you know what, I'll beat the fuck out of Charlo. I'll beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'll beat Charlo ass and I'll knock his ass out. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Tell Charlo what's up. And then Charlo answer that call, and then Canelo act like he ain't hear nothing. He act like he don't speak English now. You know what I'm saying? He act like he don't understand or speak. Then that's different. He ducked him. Yeah, he did. But see, what Charlo did, that's a little more like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You was trying to be a bully, and then you got bullied. Omega Red said, most of these dudes acting funny style to me. He said, big fights mean big paydays, win, lose, or draw. That's what it, and it's looking like, money. It's like you sounded real tough and confident, right? We know you're a hell of a fighter. Like I said, I had picked him to beat when he started talking about it. I wholeheartedly believe that he could beat Benavidez when he at first, right? But it's like when you do things like that, right? And you want to let people know that how confident you are, how big and bad and tough you are, and this and that, right? A man's confidence is measured through adversity, right? When adversity is presented to you, then we know how confident you really are, right? So we might be looking at Charlo like, man, Charlo, this and that, right? But what this situation did is it made me think like maybe he's not confident that he could really beat, right? Maybe he's not that confident that he could really beat Benavidez. Because if he was confident that he could beat Benavidez, ask yourself, would he be moving like that? Would he be saying the things that he's saying now after Benavidez accepted the call out and then call him out? Right? Because that shows me that he might not be that confident, right? Because and I'm gonna make an example, right? If there was a fucking a Dennis Hogan, right? If this situation was a Dennis Hogan, do you think that Charlo would be moving the same way? You think
motherfucker in the ring with me?
Huh?
Get him in the ring. Get that motherfucker in the ring.
And that's what I'm saying to make my point clear. If you know what I'm saying, for some that are trying to act like they don't know what I'm saying, right? If this was a Dennis Hogan, and I'm just using or Rocky Fieldhand, right? Let's use Rocky Fieldhand. If this was Rocky Fieldhand, right, at 168, right? The same situation, let's use Rocky Fieldhand. And Charlo get on live and he say, Canelo knocked out Rocky Fieldhand. I'll knock his ass the fuck out. I'll move up to 168 and knock Rocky Fieldhand the fuck out just like Canelo did. And then Rocky Fieldhand, you know what I'm saying, hop on and like, shit, fuck it. Let's make the fight then. You call me out. What's up? Now I want to fight you. You think you can do what Canelo did? What's up? Do anybody in here think that Jamal Charlo would have responded the same way to Rocky Fieldhand, right, that he did to David Benavidez? And start telling him, what, no, I'm not. How old are you? No, I'm not fighting you. Or do you have a vaccine yet? Nope, not fighting you. Oh, don't talk to me about no Rocky Fieldhand. I'm not fighting him. Y'all know I ain't no 168-pound fighter. Why would I fight him? Do you think that he will be moving the same way? So that's what I mean by he exposed you and pulled your skirt up. Now he didn't show that you're not confident that you can beat him, right? He showed that you're not confident that you can beat him. He exposed you. It's nothing else to it. That's it. That's what happened. Because you wouldn't be talking like this if it was a Rocky Fieldhand. You be talking about, oh, Al Haymon, make the fight. Make that fight. What's up? And you wouldn't let up off of it. You wouldn't let up off his fucking neck because you would be confident that you'll beat his ass. But now, see, that shit look bad, dog. But at the end of the day, we can't sit around here just because we're a fan of Jamal Charlo and feel sorry for him. These motherfuckers, this is boxing. This is a blood sport, a combat sport. Let's stop babying these fighters and feeling sorry for them and acting like we feeling sorry. He put that on himself. That's what you get. You feel me? That's what you get. You can't do that, man. You play with fire, and that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. PLG Scott says, facts, but we can agree that the Charlo's not that great at expressing themselves verbally. And he expressed exactly what he wanted. And then he got what he wanted. Shit. Omega Red said, hell no. Exactly. Talking about hell no, he wouldn't be responding the same way if it was Rocky Fieldhand. Huh?
I'm telling you, Steve. Now I was talking like a mother. Wonder why your ass ain't stopped talking. I'm on mute like a motherfucker. Yeah. But even on Fred's show, bro, 2-time world champion. Hold on. You know that they can't get no copyright for Fred shit. Fred fuck with that. And it's just it's only like 5-10 seconds. But when I seen this, I'm like, God damn, Charlo, bro. God damn, bro.
What happened now?
Okay, let's see.
What you say? You say you finna pull up some?
Yeah, it's right.
Shit crazy, man. And it's crazy though, right? Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to get on here and talk about Charlo like that, right? I fuck with the Charlos. But what would I look like if I just got on here, right? And talked about the fighters that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding all the fighters that I don't like accountable, but I don't never say nothing about the fighters that I fuck with. You on mute again, Money. To me, that's being a hypocrite.
And I'm trying to find it. I think it was on Insta. I'm seeing it was on Insta.
You said you pull it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm trying to find it.
Okay. So PLG, I know we want to find, you know, like I said, we want to find.
I got it, Key. It was on Instagram. Look, it ain't nothing but a little short clip. But this Michael Thomas, 2-time NBA motherfucking world champ.
For me, that sounds like lion. L-Y-I-N, lion on.
Yeah, I probably saw it.
I'm disappointed hearing that from Jamal, because Jamal and Janelle talk more trash than just about anyone out there. How good they are. Lions only? That don't sound like lions only to me. That sounds like lion. L-Y-I-N, lion on.
Now that's a 2-time NBA champion, Michael Thomas. So when Keith say what he say, he ain't just talking shit, bro. It's reaching worldwide. Like, you got motherfuckers watching. You got people watching, bro. When you open up your mouth, when it comes from the elephant itself, right? When it comes from the elephant itself, you open up your mouth and say some shit. People are watching, bro. You're going to be held accountable for what comes out your mouth. That's why I say I'm not pissed off at people getting on Charlo ass, whether if I feel different about the situation or not. But when you open up your mouth and you speak like you talk, and everybody been seeing how you've been acting before this shit, like you've been wanting all the smoke with anybody and things of that nature, and then when real smoke hits you in the face, you know what I'm saying? You can't turn away from that shit, dog. You gotta keep that same energy, bro. Gotta keep that same energy.
Like,
bro.
That's like right. That's like Suge Knight, right? Motherfucking bullying everybody. But when the real ones step up, you know what I'm saying, and knock your ass out, then you get quiet. Now it's like, nah, bro, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You moving wrong. Like, I don't like shit like that. I'ma just keep it 100. I don't like cats that be moving like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause if you was gonna do that, you should have just never called him out in the first place. I don't know if Charlo thought he was gonna be able to punk Benavidez and then just get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't gonna hear it. That's what it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? You throwing rocks through the window and fucking and dipping off and running and shit. You know what I'm saying? You acting like little white kids and setting mailboxes on fire and running and shit. Like, come on, bro. That shit, that's not a good look, homie, at all. And that shit puts us in what makes it worse. And I'm gonna move on to the next subject, you know what I'm saying? But what makes it worse is, if it's true what Blue and Kurt was saying, this opponent that you about to announce that you're gonna fight, bro, you do all that and then you come out and you fight a fucking Rudy Poo, a motherfucker that's not even known, when your whole career been tuned up at 160 pounds for one fight.
Ain't gonna look good, homie.
And you've been at the 160-pound weight division for what? 4 years now? 17 since 2017, right? Three years? What you doing, homie? Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Salute. He says, salute to my two bros. He says, I hope y'all living good and feeling good this evening. You already know. And everybody, take time out right now and go subscribe to my man's Knockout Boxing 86 TV. That he putting work in. I was actually just watching your video, your prediction video before I did this live, Knockout. And I agree with you. I agree with you on all the fights tomorrow. Y'all go, man, Knockout over there putting in work.
Man, salute to my bro Knockout, man. Stay working, stay dropping real knowledge.
Yeah, growing like it should be.
Yeah.
So y'all go support Knockout Boxing 86 TV. The man cooking. He stay cooking. Yeah, man. So anything else you gonna want to say about that before we move on?
No, we can move on from it.
Okay. So I'm man. So Mr. Bob Arum and Teofimo Lopez, man. Bob Arum and Teofimo Lopez, man. And I'm gonna let you just let everybody know, for those who might not know what's going on. Let everybody know what's going on, money.
Man, with Bob Arum and Teofimo, we all seen that Bob let the goddamn, fight go to purse bid, right? With Teofimo and goddamn George Bosa Bossa, and he ended up losing the purse bid to Triller because he offered 2.4 or 2.5, somewhere around there, right? Maybe 2.3. Triller offered 6.1, and I think Eddie Hearn tried to slide in with 2.9 or some shit like that, right? So now that Triller won, Triller ended up giving Tio 3.9 and giving that boy 2.1, but Tio gonna end up getting 3.1 because Bob Arum get 800,000 of that, 800,000 plus, right? So now they in a situation where Bob looking like, you know what I mean? He was pissed off at Eddie Hearn for even trying to put in a purse bid for the fight. He was mad at Eddie Hearn and shit. But now he like, shit, Triller and Eddie Hearn is some damn fools from offering that much for that fight, because the money, I mean, they not even worth that money. The fight ain't even worth that amount of money, you know what I mean? So when I look at Teofimo standing on this shit saying, you know, I'm not going to sit my eyes around here and wait on no Bob Arum. Like I say, the same shit Terrence Crawford should have been doing. You got to salute the man, bro. You got to salute the man for going out there. Now the situation going to come up after this. What's going to be next for Teofimo and Bob Arum, because he's still on the contract with Bob Arum. And now that he just, you know, got paid that amount of much of money, and Bob still gonna be on this shit, Bob ain't gonna give a fuck, because the next fight, we know Bob not gonna pay nothing over no motherfucker 3.9 for nothing. You know, people going into their next fight, they either try to get what they just got in that fight or they want more. So it's gonna be a real situation going on with Teofimo and Bob Arum next, bro. Because Bob Arum not gonna give him no $4 million for no any type of fight. And I don't give a fuck if it's a big fight. It can be Devin Haney or somebody. He probably still ain't gonna get a motherfucker $4 million. You feel me? So it's gonna be a real situation going on. But salute to Teofimo for going out there getting his money, man. You feel me? Like, people look at us and see us getting on Teofimo ass or get on Ryan Garcia ass. We can give credit where credit is due as well. You know what I mean? Salute to him for going out there getting his money. But by him getting that money, 3.1, to me, it don't put him on no pedestal where he talking about, oh, Devin Haney, Tank, and Ryan don't deserve a fight with him. It don't put you on no pedestal that far. But nonetheless, you know what I mean? You still the number one fighter at 135. But with him and Bob Arum, bro, it's gonna be a situation with the contract going on. Do Teofimo take the paper that he got and buy himself out his contract? What is Bob Arum gonna do with him? Is he gonna try to, you know, put his ass on the back burner, or how this shit gonna play out? But it's gonna be like, I'm very interested, bro. I'm very interested to see how this shit play out.
Money. Hey, so Bob Arum, he was on Fred's show, right? He was on Fred's show, and he said, look, the fight's probably gonna go to purse bid, right? This is before this happened. He said the fight's probably gonna go to purse bid. He says, Eddie Hearn, he talked about Eddie Hearn because I think they asked him, like, well, what if Eddie Hearn, bids you? He said, well, this is the thing. He said, Eddie Hearn know better. He said, Eddie Hearn knows that, that you just don't do that. He said, he said, Eddie Hearn knows that you don't bid on the fight. He said, because that's my fighter. He said, that's my fighter. He said, so he said, you don't do business like that. He said, because if he bids on him and wins the bid, he said, he has to come straight back over the top rank because we have him for the next 3 years. He said, so if that was the case with us, he said, I wouldn't bid on his fighter. You know what I'm saying? He said, that's just how business goes. Eddie Hearn knows that. So he said, yeah, Eddie Hearn knows he's not going to bid on it, right? He's not going to try to outbid me. He said, because it wouldn't make no sense. He said, you would just have to turn around and give him right back to us. So, he said, Eddie Hearn knows how business goes. Facts. So he was speaking on it, right? Yeah. So Eddie Hearn comes out and he actually bidded on the fight and outbid Bob Arum. So Bob Arum bids like $2.5 million, right? Right. But Bob Arum let you know, he already let everybody know what he was going to bid before. He said, I'm not, this is how much I think it's worth. He said, I don't, and Bob Arum kept it real, right? He kept it 100 because he said, this is a shit fight. He said, this is not a fight that people want to see. He said, this is not a fight that Teofimo Lopez had to take. He said we advised him, and they told him that he could take a much bigger fight with a better opponent, but he decided that he wanted to take this mandatory with George Kambosos after the IBF had informed him that they're not going to hold him. They're not going to hold him to that. That they would give him a chance to fight a voluntary, a bigger fight, right? They'll let him slide for a little bit. You can go pick a better opponent like a Devin Haney, a Tank Davis, whoever, right? But Bob said Teofimo insisted on. He did this himself after we told him that we ain't really. After we see, the thing is Bob wanted this fight at first, right? When they thought that they could go over to Australia and get a big payday, right? Get a big payday and get like 60,000 or at least half of that in the stadium. But when they found out that they couldn't have it because with no fans going to be allowed over there in Australia, right? They couldn't get no big payday over there. Then Bob fell back and he started talking bad about the fight. Because y'all remember, Bob was trying to act like this was a great fight at first. Remember?
Well, he's fighting George Kambosos. I mean, we're going to have it's going to be 60,000 plus over in Australia. I mean, it's a big fight. It's mandatory. It's the fight that he has to fight. I mean, he's going to.
He was talking good about the fight. But then Bob, he kept it real. He's like, hey,
this is a shit fight.
Hey, he switched up real quick, buddy.
It's not a good fight. It's not a fight that people want to see.
Once Bob realized that he wasn't going to get that big bag because they was going to have to fight in the U.S. Nobody knows who George Kambosos is in the U.S. So Bob is about that bread. So he's like, nah. After that, Bob was like, okay, we need to explore a different opponent. We need to maybe explore, look to, maybe try to get him a Devin Haney or a fucking a Ryan Garcia or somebody, a Tank Davis, maybe. You know what I'm saying? To try to, because he want this money, he asking for big money, right? And we're not gonna do it for the George Kambosos. He told him straight up. I told him we not finna pay him the money that he's asking for a George Kambosos fight. So we might as well come to the table and sit down and look for a different opponent because this is a shit fight. It's not a good fight. He said it straight up. Yeah, I told y'all it was a good fight, but that was because it was gonna be a big fight money-wise over there in Australia. Now, nah, it's not a good fight. He told you. Hey, I mean, it wasn't nothing that we didn't know in the first already. You know what I'm saying? It's a shit fight. But Teofimo,
think about it. If there really was talking about up to 10 million over in Australia, just think about Bob cut in. If he had 800,000 for 6 million, think how much he would get for 10 million. Shit.
Right. So that's why that's why he was advocating for the fight at first, because over there he's looking at how much money he gonna get. Once he seen like, damn, we gotta fight this motherfucking Kambosos in the US, in the fucking in the goddamn COVID circle, in the you know what I'm saying?
The bubble.
In the bubble, yeah, in the COVID bubble. Like, this ain't shit. He's like, yeah, don't nobody want to see this shit. So then they start telling Teofimo, like, nah, man, let's fight some. Maybe let's look at a Haney fight or something. And Teofimo like, nope. So it's like, damn, why was Teofimo so insistent on fighting George Kambosos, right? And at the point in time, Bob Arum, he can't figure it out either. Like, damn, Teofimo is just insisting on, well, fuck it. So he let everybody know, look, it's a shit fight, but it's gonna have to go to purse bid because I'm not finna pay him no 6 mil or 4 mil, whatever he asking for to fight no George Kambosos. If he want that type of money, he gonna have to fight a bigger opponent. We gonna have to talk about, see if we can make a fight with Floyd in them. You know what I'm saying? With Tank Davis or somebody. Because we can't do it with Kambosos, especially with no fans in attendance. Nah, we can't do it. So, but Teofimo he's very persistent on it, right? And then so he gets wind of what Bob is saying, like, Bob saying that he fuck that. He not paying you. Then he gonna let it go to purse bid. You know what I'm saying? And he and Bob kept it trim. He was like, this is how much I'm gonna bid on it. I'm not gonna bid a lot on that fight. You know what I'm saying? It's worth. I think he came out and said he'll bid like a 1.5 mil or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's worth that. It's worth about 1.5 mil. I'm not bidding on it, right? And so Teofimo comes out and he say, well, you know what? I guess I'm gonna have to take my talents to South Beach then. And we laughing like, how he using a LeBron quote. He talking, and you know, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck is he talking about? His talents to South Beach? I don't know, like, damn. So right, get where I'm going here, right? So he got to take his talents to South Beach, right? So the purse bid comes. The purse bid day comes. And like Money told you, Bob Arum, he bids on it. He actually bid more than what he said he was going to bid, right? Bob Arum actually bids 2.5 mil, right? More than what he said he was going to bid. Eddie Hearn come in, bam. You going to bid 2.5 mil. We going to up you. We going to bid 3.5 mil. Now, Eddie Hearn, I told your motherfucking ass, you know how we supposed to do business, right? This is my fighter. Don't cross me. So Eddie Hearn had already crossed him. He tried to bid 3.5 mil. So that's okay. Eddie Hearn, you already on my shit list. But damn, bam, Triller come in. See, this is where shit get this where it gets sticky, right? Because where did Triller come from? Nobody knew. See, Bob Arum wasn't thinking about no Triller. Triller wasn't gonna be a factor. You feel me, Money? Triller wasn't gonna be a factor.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like nobody was he thinking, okay, all I gotta worry about is bidding against Eddie Hearn, DAZN, right? And Eddie Hearn know how we do business, and so I'm not gonna worry about Eddie Hearn outbidding me because me and Eddie Hearn already got an agreement. We kind of
Eddie would go backstab his ass.
Yeah, me and Eddie Hearn got something. So Eddie Hearn know how we do business. He know if this was his fighter, what I'll do, and vice versa, right? So Eddie Hearn backstabbed him, right? But Triller came in and said, "Fuck both of you motherfuckers," because you doing 2.5. You doing 3.5, we're gonna give them 6 mil. Right? Now, right? It hit me. I said, oh shit. When Teofimo was laughing and said, I guess I'm gonna take my talents to South Beach. That's what he was talking about. Not only did Eddie Hearn backstab you, Teofimo Lopez. He said, fuck you. You don't want to pay me what I want? Well, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go get what I want. Because you know what? I got a relationship with Mike Tyson. You know what? I went over there and me and Mike Tyson was chopping it up at his show. Now you know what I'm saying? I got Mike Tyson's line. Mike Tyson, you know, he a big Triller. He fucked with Triller. He invested in Triller. So Teofimo Lopez, he talked to George Kambosos, like, look, this is what we got. This is what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because see Teofimo, like, you know what? I talked to Mike Tyson and Triller. They looking for big fights. Tyson fuck with me heavy. Tyson gonna pay me to be over there on Triller, and they gonna pay big dollars, right? And I could get paid big dollars and fight an easy opponent and get my mandatory out the way, and I ain't got to fight no Devin Haney that's going to be tough that I don't want to fight anyway. I could get big money for fighting him, right? I can pull a Canelo and Yildirim. I could pull what Canelo doing with Yildirim, right? Oh, man, right? And so that's why he's laughing when he was smiling, talking about, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach, because he already had a plan. He already knew what was going down, right? He wasn't worried about, at that point, right, after Bob came and told him, like, I'm not paying for that shit. This is what you're gonna get, and I'm not giving you with the money that you're talking about. He knew what was going down. That's why he had a smile on his face, talking about he gonna take his talents to South Beach. And now, right, when it's so so Bob Arum, right? Bob Arum lost his best fighter to not Eddie Hearn, but Triller, right? But Bob Arum's still gonna get paid for doing nothing, right? But see, to Bob Arum, it's the principle of the whole situation. It's the principle, because Bob told you already, you know what it is. Don't fuck with me. Bob was telling people, I got him. Why you think Bob kept on Fred's show on and when every time Bob would do an interview money, why you think he kept telling people, well, we got him for the next 3.5 years? I mean, I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do, but I mean, he's my fighter. He's my fighter for the next 3.5 years. He was telling them, hey, he was telling them money. That's what he was trying to tell them. Hey, don't try to pull no slick shit, because you're still with me for the next 3.5 years. Teofimo Lopez, right? Him and his daddy, you know. Him and his daddy. My son Teo, hey, Poppy, me and my son Teofimo, you know, Poppy, my son's the best fighter in the world, Poppy. Hey, we gotta go get that money, Poppy. You know how his dad did. Hey,
Cloud chasing my name.
Nobody's gonna fuck with my son, Poppy.
Cloud chasing man, my son name. That's all they doing. They cloud chasing our name.
Hey, Poppy, we go over there with Triller, Poppy. And Mike Tyson's gonna pick. Hey, Poppy. You know, hey, you know what I'm saying? Now, hey, they didn't fuck Bob, right? They didn't fuck Bob, but Bob told you.
I'm gonna get the last laugh, bitch.
I told you to sit your motherfucking ass down. I told you, right? I gave you a chance that if you want to get paid what you was talking, I told you we're gonna have to find a better opponent. But now you want to take the easy route out, and you wanted me to pay you for fighting some bullshit, right? That's what essentially happened, right? Let's keep it real. Hey, because at one, you know, for 1 second, I'm looking at it like, look, hey, motherfucking Teofimo did that. He finna get paid, right? But then it's like, Teofimo was actually looking for the easy route out too, right? For the easy route out, because Bob was letting you know, right, that we gonna have to look for some tougher opponents, some bigger fights, because George Kambosos ain't it. You know what I'm saying? But Teofimo was like, fuck that. I'm gonna go get this easy money, right? I'm gonna get this easy money because see, Teofimo, right? He's letting you know when he do interviews, right, in so many words, that he feels that he deserves an easy fight. You know what I'm saying? He feels like, okay, man, I didn't fall Nakatani. I didn't turn around and fought Richard Comey after that. Then I turned around and beat Lomachenko. I'm the only one in my weight division that's getting smoked like that, right? I deserve to fight a George Kambosos. That's how he feels, right? So he feels his head is getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? So he feels like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna do what I want to do. But see, where you fucked up is you fucked with the Bob father. We know how dirty the Bob father played. Now Bob is coming out and he letting it know straight up. First of all, Eddie Hearn, I got something for your ass. Right? First of all, Eddie Hearn, I told you not to fuck with me. I told you. You know what I'm saying? I got something for your ass. Now, the next time one of your fighters, right, it's a purse bid and you need some help and you need me to stand back. Nope. I'm gonna go ahead and snatch him up. And you know what else, Eddie Hearn? You know what else? You know what else I got for you? Mr. Joshua over there, Mr. Anthony Joshua. You know what? I still got Tyson Fury over here. You see what I'm saying? I still got Tyson Fury over here. And the fight that you want, you begging for Mr. Tyson Fury. I got Tyson Fury over here. You forgot about that, didn't you, Mr. Eddie Hearn? Right? You fuck with me, huh? Oh, you want to play? You want to play with the Bob father, right? How about, right? And see, check this out, money. See, Bob Arum still holds all the cards on both sides. He still holds all the cards with Teofimo Lopez, and he still holds all the cards with Eddie Hearn. Because, see, Eddie Hearn didn't think about that. He still has Tyson Fury, right? So if Bob Arum say, look, Tyson Fury, see, this is what people ain't talking about. Bob Arum say, look, Tyson Fury, you know what? I'm not doing business with Eddie Hearn right now. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? He gonna have to pay me something under the table, whatever. He gonna have to make it right. Till he make it right, I'm not doing no business with him. So you know what? This Deontay Wilder fight, it's bigger than the motherfucking Joshua fight in America anyway. This is the fight that we want you to do. I already told you before I wanted you to fight Wilder. We're going to have to explore this Wilder fight. Eddie Hearn going to have to motherfucking sit on the sideline, right? Because now I'm running shit. And you know what? But that's not all, folks. Hey, Teofimo. Yeah, can I speak to Teofimo and his daddy? Hey, is this Teofimo daddy? Hey, is this Teofimo Lopez Sr.? Hey, what do H Money say? What'd he say?
Hello, is this Teofimo Lopez Sr.? Yeah, what's this? This is H Money. I work with Devin Haney Promotion. We trying to make the fight happen with Devin Haney. Oh, you got the wrong. This is you, Teofimo Sr. This is you. This is you. Why are you ducking Haney? I got your number from True School Sports. This is you.
Hey, is this Teofimo Lopez? See, right? That Al Heyman. I mean, Bob Arum.
Right.
Teofimo Lopez. Hey, can I speak to Senior? Hey, and he telling Senior. He telling Senior and motherfucking and Teofimo, right? Hey, you forgot I had you for 3.5 years now, right? Mm-hmm. Now, right? You can buy yourself out your contract. I you know what? I hope Triller, because he told y'all straight up. Now he crossed me. So, he better hope Triller got enough money to buy him out of his motherfucking contract, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you like this: Triller's not finna buy Teofimo Lopez out of his contract because Triller ain't that deep into boxing like that yet. You know what I'm saying? Who Triller got on their motherfucking roster? They gonna buy Teofimo Lopez with no other fighters on their roster? Nah, it's not gonna happen. That's why Bob is telling them that. That's why he's like, now you better hope Triller buy you out the fucking contract. You know what I'm saying? You better hope Triller come up with the money to buy your motherfucking hard-headed ass. You know what I'm saying? Like my daddy used to say, hey, you think you tough, huh? You think you tough, huh? Your hard-headed motherfucking ass. You think you tough. You better hope they buy you out your contract. Real tough. You better hope they buy you out your contract. You know what? Because now you done fucked up. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, huh? You know you done fucked up. You know you done fucked up. Because, see, right, what he did is he fucked up. Because everybody like, oh, well, he better do what Floyd Mayweather did and buy himself out of his contract. Well, this is the thing, money. Since Floyd Mayweather, right, Bob Arum has got a lot smarter. You know what I'm saying? Also, Teofimo Lopez, he ain't getting money like that to be able to buy himself out of no contract yet. You know what I'm saying? Because Bob Arum gonna make him pay a big dollar amount to buy himself out of his contract, right? And while he working to buy himself out of his contract, Bob Arum let him know. You know what I'm saying? From now on, I'm not gonna pay you what you want. He telling them straight up. From now on, that money you was asking for, see, you could have got it if you had to listen to me. But from now on, I ain't finna pay you what you want. And I'm letting you know straight up and down. The money that you're going to want from now on, I'm not going to pay you. You know what I'm saying? So if you think you can buy yourself out of your contract, go ahead and try it. Try to buy yourself out of your contract if you think you can. Hold on, man. Y'all hit my like button. everybody in the building hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense that y'all ain't hitting that like button. Hit the like button. You feel me? But yeah, you know, like I'm saying, like he like shit. If you think you can buy yourself out of your contract, go ahead and try it if you got enough bread. I know how much you making. You feel me? Because see, people gotta understand, Floyd was pretty deep into his early career when he bought himself out of his contract. Plus, Floyd had some big moguls behind him. You know
Keith, I just not seen your thumbnail, bro.
Hey, it look like he telling them too.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
What you tell Scarface? What you tell Tony? I told you, don't you fuck me.
Yeah, for real.
Me, you little
I told your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I told your ass.
Oh shit.
And Floyd bought himself out of his contract. What was it? Probably like 800,000. Hey, Teofimo gonna have to come up with way more than 800,000. And the motherfucker got 3.5 years left.
You hear me?
You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum.
And if it's two fights a year, then that's 6 fights.
Yeah, and then Bob Arum say, "Oh, and you wanted $4 million, so we gonna go ahead and $4 million times 6 fights. Yeah, you go ahead and buy if you got that much, go ahead."
And Key, this fight don't count.
Yep, and you don't have no Al Heyman behind you. You don't got no Al Heyman behind you. You don't have no Jay Prince behind you. How you gonna do it? You and senior come up with that bread if you can. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm paying.
They gonna pay for a hell of a lawyer.
Yeah, and then you can go get you a lawyer. We just go ahead and sit your mannish ass on the shelf. You go sit your little mannish ass on the shelf for 2 years, just like we did Mikey
Garcia. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? So
I got the money. I got the money to sit back and take your ass to court. But while you sitting on the shelf, while you sitting on the shelf,
so that little funky 3.5 mil or whatever you getting, that 3.5 mil you getting from Triller, you better go ahead and tell them to triple that, or we're gonna take all of that purse trying to buy your ass out your contract.
Hope you got some good investments going on around this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Jose Luna. You know what you know what I want you to do? You know what I want you to do? Go ahead and continue to play with your clit. For real. Go ahead and continue to play with your clit like you was doing. Talking about some no like. Bitch, fuck you and your like.
All right, motherfucker.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I'm hating. But like I said, that's the thing, because at first, money, I was like, yeah.
You should have been there. You should have been here early. You heard all the good shit we said about him.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, at first I was like, yeah, Teofimo, man, he pulled a boss move. And you know, and I know he thought he was pulling the boss move but when you look at it deeper, right? It's like, damn, who got more pull? You or Bob? Now, if this was PBC that he did it with, or the zone that he did this with, then I would have looked at it as a boss move, because see, they can buy him out of his contract because they have other fighters. Triller can't do that because they don't have nobody over there. What you gonna do? You gonna buy him out of his contract and then just let him sit there with nobody to fight? Where he gonna fight motherfucking YouTube stars? You gonna buy him out of his contract and have him fight motherfucking Jake Paul and Logan Paul and motherfucking KSI?
They got the undercard all motherfucking
like you don't have no other fighters. So if when you really think about this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, bro, you might have fucked up. You might have fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because Bob, he and you know what it really make me think about too, right? Is that we always think about like, why's Terrence Crawford and them? Why they so scared to motherfucking say some shit about Bob? And you know what I'm saying? Hey, you might know why now. They might be scared to fuck with Bob like that. because everybody that did fuck with Bob besides Floyd, right? See, Floyd had the right people behind him, right? Floyd had the right people behind him, and then when Floyd beat Oscar De La Hoya, you couldn't hold you. It was nothing you can do. You couldn't hold him back, right? When Floyd beat Oscar De La Hoya, right? Because Bob tried to hold that fight from Floyd for so long, right? He tried to hold that fight from Floyd for so long, and then when they did fight, Bob thought that Oscar De La Hoya was gonna beat Floyd Mayweather, right? He thought that Oscar De La Hoya was going to beat Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather was going to have to sit the fuck down in the back of Oscar De La Hoya and continue to sit the fuck down and be second to Oscar De La Hoya like he was. Floyd came out, beat Oscar De La Hoya, and got that bag, right? Had great business minds behind him, right? He had great business minds behind. He had Al Heyman, but he had hooked up with Al Heyman, right? Al Heyman was the motherfucking ace card in the deck, right? That didn't nobody really know about back then. You see what I'm saying? And and after that, bam, you know what? Lick my nuts. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? But Teofimo Lopez, he don't have no Al Heyman behind him, right? He don't have no, even though, yeah, he beat Lomachenko, but Lomachenko ain't no Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? Him and Lomachenko wasn't on pay-per-view and do, you know, shit. How many pay-per-view buys did Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather do?
They did
well over a mil.
Yeah, they did over a mil, but Canelo beat them. Floyd and Canelo beat him and Oscar. Then Floyd and Pacquiao beat him and Canelo. Then I think Conor McGregor beat Canelo and Floyd, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So, yeah, they did over a mil.
Yeah. So they did way over a mil. You see what I'm saying? So Floyd, when people say, "Oh well, he can do what Floyd did," it's a whole different situation what Floyd, you know what I'm saying, did. You see what I'm saying? He could do what Mikey Garcia did. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. PLG Scott said it was a record pay-per-view at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you looking at what Floyd did, but you're not in a position to do what Floyd did. That's the thing with Teofimo. You see them, and this is reality. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker with a pea brain would listen to what we saying and like, oh, he just hating on Teofimo, because a lot of motherfuckers can't comprehend shit. They can't comprehend what we talking about, right? But these are just facts. What do you see happens from here on out now with Teofimo on Top Rank?
I mean,
did he fuck up money?
It's gonna come down to it's gonna be real business savvy right now. Like he gonna have to come. Yeah, did you say did he fuck up? Yeah, I think he did fuck up. Yeah, I really do. Like you crossed him. Like and I really feel like that. Like you finna go fight on Triller when you was with Bob and ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I feel him. You know what I'm saying? The money was better. They should have paid you what you tell you was worth, things of that nature. But you got to come back. You feel me? You got to come back. That's like your bitch running out the house. So much straight go fucking on there. Ha, she going to kick it and things of that nature. Yeah, he just showed you a good time. But what's going to happen when you bring your ass back?
You bring your ass back home.
Yeah, you got to come back. So now what the situation going to be is like you said, though, Key, like, do you, like, now with this happening, do you have a situation now to where Bob ain't even looking at getting your ass no big time fights and shit like that? You looking at fights, but he not looking at them. You know what I mean? Now you want to take him to court, and he do chef your ass. You feel me? He do chef you, and that little 3 million you got to make that shit stretch for 2 years. You feel me? Like Mikey Garcia say, thanks, because he had good investments and he been in the game for a while, so he wasn't really losing money. But with Teofimo, you just getting started at 22 years of age. You ain't got no big time investments like that. You know what I'm saying? That money you got, which I ain't saying how somebody spend money. The man probably know how to budget the things of that nature, but you better be budgeting. You better be budgeting, because if Bob want to take your ass to that court system, He gonna take you through. Remember, Bob a lawyer, and we don't know what he got in them contracts and that little bitty fine print at the bottom. That shit, he probably can be smart enough to have this contracts now. You can't buy yourself out your contract. You feel me? You got to finish out the entire contract. Ain't no buying yourself out. You never know what Bob got in that shit. You know what I mean? So it's gonna come down to the point where, okay, you business savvy, right? Now it's gonna play the big boy game now. Now you in that vulture lane now. You feel me? It ain't no promoter, fighter, got a good relationship. Now just
my bad, man. We got all type of comments, and they on Facebook. A gang of people was coming, but they wasn't coming in on here.
They ain't coming in, right? The
That's
Facebook.
I'm just seeing them now. My bad for everybody over on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I just see y'all comments right now. They not coming in on the StreamYard.
Yeah. You say hello. But yeah, though, shit, it's gonna come to the point to where now you better be ready, bro. You better be ready. You know what I mean? You laughing and joking now, but I'm telling you, if old Bobby want to get the last laugh, old Bobby go get the last laugh. Old Bobby will take this shit to his grave. You better understand that. You been in this shit for a while. So I'm gonna say this: watch your back, Tio. Feel me? We clapping for you right now. Good job. You feel me? You won the battle, but it's still a war going on in this motherfucker. You feel me?
You won the first round.
Yeah,
you won the first round, but you won the first round, but it's the best 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
PLG say karma's a bitch. Though Bob allowed Lopez to duck Haney because Haney didn't sign Top Rank. Now look, for real shit. And the Jab Jamboree, my partner, Act Reacher off in the building. What's happening with it, Act? Go subscribe to Act Reacher. Y'all go subscribe to the Jab Jamboree. He over there banging that gavel. Yeah, man. It's like, man, you could tell, like, who does, I don't know, man. It's kind of like at one point you want to salute Teofimo Lopez for, hey, pulling up on Bob and like, hey, ain't nobody scared of you. I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like in the long run, right?
Yeah.
You might miss out on a whole bunch of bread. Because if he sit your ass on the shelf and he telling them like, hey, from now on, I'm not paying you what you want. I got you for 3.5 years. What you gonna do?
What?
And you ain't playing
at all.
You know he ain't playing.
Oh, Bob coming back for blood.
Hey, because he feel betrayed. Because see, and what made it worse is DAZN. What DAZN did. So he real mad. He double mad now.
Yeah. I'll come back.
Say Top Rank shot themselves in the foot and it backfired for being greedy. Yeah, but they still gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? They still gonna get paid. He's still getting he what he say he got like damn near 900,000 for 5 minutes of work. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to do shit.
Right. Man, 800 plus in 5 minutes. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Act was going out, bro.
You feel what I'm saying? He's still gonna get a big chunk of that what Teofimo got. What they get like what is it? What's 20% or 30%?
He got 20. Supposed to be 10, but he got 20. Because it went to the first bid.
Yeah, 20%, right? Mm-hmm. So it's crazy though, man. Because you know what I'm saying, you want to root for the fighter, yeah. You want the fighter, you know what I'm saying? The fighter should be able to, if you don't want to pay the fighter and somebody else is willing to pay, yeah, the fighter ain't in the wrong. The fighter ain't in the wrong, right? But it's like when you have a boss, you see what I'm saying? When you have a boss and they tell you what time you got to go take lunch and you sneak off and you take lunch at fucking whenever you want to take lunch, well, then you got to go answer to the boss. If he catch you, you see what I'm saying? Now he told you to do something, you didn't do it, and you went and did what you wanted to do. But see, at the end of the day, right? You signed that contract, right? You wanted a boss. You could have went with Al Heyman. You could have went another right, but you chose to have a promoter, which essentially is your boss. You feel me? That's your boss. And you wouldn't guess what he said. So you knowing that you have to abide by what your boss tells you to do, or you have to face the consequences. I mean, what can I say? You feel me? What can I say? You knew that.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? You knew that. That's just how it is. Now over there on the other side, over on the PBC, they can move how they want to move, right? Now they have an advisor. Now they might not want to cross Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? He ain't their boss, but if he advised them, like, you ain't going over there to the zone, that's why a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, they don't really cross him. You feel me? You feel me, money? That's why, like, we be hearing about a lot of shit, but you ain't never seen none of them go over there and take none of that money that Eddie Hearn be offering them over there, right? Because essentially they don't want to cross Al Heyman.
Yeah, they know better.
They know better. You see what I'm saying? So they stay loyal to Al Heyman. They don't cross him. So if you decided to get with Bob Arum, hey, you see how Terrence Crawford moving? No. But I don't got nothing better. No, I mean, Bob Arum's a good guy. Yeah, he said fuck me and fuck everybody around, but no, he's a good guy.
Bo Mac, that's just Bob being Bob. Bobo jumper.
Bob, he don't mean
that's just Bob, an old guy. You know, Bob, old Bob. No, Bob can say that. Bob can say those things. That's the Bob father.
But see, now we see, right, money. Now we see why Terrence Crawford and them they don't come out talking reckless about Bob, right? Because that's still your boss at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's still your boss.
Still your boss.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's still your boss. And he ain't gonna fire your ass. He gonna get you where it hurt. You know what? He got more control than a boss do at a regular 9 to 5, right? Because the boss can fire your ass, right? But now he can make your ass sit down and not even give you a paycheck. You know what? Don't come to work for the next 2 years. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? And you can't go out and find another job neither. And if you do, you know what you're gonna have to do? You're gonna have to pay me millions. So you go ahead and decide. Hey, it's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game. But hey,
see you in 2023.
Right? It's a dirty game. But I've been in it for 50 some years. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He feels like that he earned that position. You see what I'm saying? He feels like he earned that position, right? Hey, he feel like, you know. So when you look at it, you know, when you look at it, it's always two sides to each story, man. Bruce Goals, what's good? With it.
Omega, why to turn that shit down, Omega?
What happened?
It went at the contract one, right? Why to turn that shit down when the zone trying to get Wilder for that 3-fight deal with Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, but they came and apologized to Wilder too, because see, they tried to play Wilder, right? They tried to play Wilder like he was a fucking just some dumb, you know what I'm saying? They tried like he was some dumb country bumpkin. You know what I'm saying? And he was, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just a fucking dummy. They tried to play him. Wilder and him, he got his team to get into to read inside that contract, and that shit was fucked up. It was fucked up, right? And they came and said, you know what? We tried to play you. We admit it. We sorry. We sorry. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have came at you like that. You know shit was fucked up when they apologized about the shit and admitted, like, yeah, we was wrong.
Trying to keep him away from Joshua for real. Smart, they want him to fight him. But Joshua fucked this man over. Then Joshua end up, ooh, man, if he'd have signed that contract and Joshua end up losing that fight, man, look at here, dog.
Yeah. So when it comes to now Bob, right? Teofimo Lopez, he got his bread, right? The George Campbell, see, but it's crazy because people like, yeah, Bob played his cards wrong and you know, now he's shit out of luck. But it's not really like that because it's not a big fight. You feel me? Let's keep it 100. Teofimo Lopez, he's becoming a big name. You know what I'm saying? He's making himself a big name, right?
But let's keep it real too, okay? It ain't like this motherfucker just cashed out in $100 million or some shit like that.
Exactly. It's you know what I'm saying? They split in 6 million, whatever. Right. And he's getting a portion of that, right?
Exactly.
The fight is not a big fight, right? It's not fights like don't nobody know who George Kambosos is. So it's kind of like Teofimo Lopez fighting fucking who? Teofimo Lopez is fighting. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't no big fight like that, right? It's heavy hitters at 135 that people know, that people want to see Teofimo Lopez in the ring against. And this George Kambosos is not near one of them. So, right, who cares if, like, really, essentially, if you think about it, like, but what is Bob really losing? You know what I'm saying?
But let me say this too, Keith. See, everybody banking on, and I seen my brother Blue said as well, everybody banking on, okay, Teofimo going over here is going to be on pay-per-view, things of that nature. Like I keep telling people, Mike Tyson and Holyfield is going to sell his card. It's a good thing for Teofimo to be on it, but we're going to really have to see if it does something for him. We don't know if it really does nothing for him. He getting paper, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a lot of people that's going to watch this shit for Mike Tyson and Holyfield. Hopefully, because they looking at Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. So, yes, a lot of people go watch it, but we don't know if those people is going to gravitate to Teofimo or not. So we won't find out until his next fight. You know what I mean? But like you say, now that you're in the situation with Bob Arum, what position are you put in? You know what I mean? Because you're supposed to be a fucking main event fighter, but you still fight as a co-main event, which is not a bad thing because you get some good money. But now you got to bring your ass back to Bob to see, oh, okay, yeah, I'm having to fight next to see if that shit travel over to you. But if Bob keeping your ass out the ring for X amount of time, then what's going to happen? You know, so I'm still looking forward to see what it do for his ass.
Right. And so then, right, if your name do blow up, right? If your name do blow up, and you from, you know, well, if your name blows up a lot more from being on this pay-per-view, right? Which could easily happen. His name could, like, you know what I'm saying? Because once this event happens, if they do put him on the undercard of the Holyfield and Tyson, everybody gonna be watching that shit, right? So that's a plus for you. If your name blow up, right? But what if your name blow up, but you still gotta go, you still have to go back to Bob, right? Now you got a big ass name, but now it's either you fight and accept what the low pay, because he gonna lowball you now bad. You got a big name, but you still got to accept the lowball offers that he giving you, or basically sit on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? Sit on the shelf and try to,
every month.
Huh?
Trill ain't coming back every 4 to 6 months for your ass.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, what people are not realizing, Triller is not, they just getting in the game. They don't have no fighters. You know what I'm saying? They don't got no fighters. So they can't come back and sign you. You know what I'm saying? If they sign you, you damn near gonna be sitting on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? They can't come back and sign you. And so either way, you still gonna have to answer to Bob. Unless you made some great investments in your career that we don't know about, and you could really afford to pay some millions to buy yourself out of your contract. You know what I'm saying? I don't count nobody pockets, but I don't see that. I doubt that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, if this was PBC or the Zone, then I'd be like, okay, they can come and buy him out the contract. You feel me? They got the money. They got the money to buy him out the contract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here you go, Teofimo. Go ahead and buy yourself out the contract. Come over here with us. Triller can't do that. Triller can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's where you fucked up at. So yeah, you got some quick bread, but in the long run, right? In the long run, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You invested in Bitcoin, right? Right? You seen that bitch jump up, right? You seen it jump up, and then you pulled and took your money out, right?
Uh-huh.
But now a year from now, that bitch then fucking jumped up 100 times what it was. Now you looking and you like, God damn, I could have been a multi-millionaire if I hadn't, you know what I'm saying? If I hadn't pulled my shit out
and jump for that little money.
For that little money that I thought was something. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm fucked. See, that's what it is. In the long run, what are you looking like? And the thing is, if he start fucking with you right now, this is the worst time, because now your name is just getting a big buzz. You really rising. You know what I'm saying? You really rising right now. And you don't need nothing to halt that. You see what I'm saying? That fucked Mikey Garcia up for, because if people, Mikey Garcia was becoming that man. He was becoming that dude for a minute, right? He was becoming that dude, and then all of a sudden it was bam. Why Mikey Garcia ain't fight? What happened to that dude, Mikey Garcia? And it was like, damn. But see, he was he was lucky enough, right? See, why Mikey Garcia was real lucky, because he actually, when he came out of the little when he came out of his time being set on the shelf, he actually caught PBC at the perfect time, because see, remember, PBC was just starting to come along and come on TV and start, getting signing these fighters to the big contracts, right? Right there, what was it, like 2017, 16, around there? And it was like, that was some real good years for boxing, you know what I'm saying? So he kind of caught a great wave. You know what I'm saying? He caught a great wave.
He came and did a joint contract with Richard Schaefer. You know, Richard Schaefer got good ties to Al Haymon and Floyd.
Right. He caught a wave. You know what I'm saying? He caught a wave. Right now, it ain't no wave to catch. You see what I'm saying? There ain't really no wave to catch like that. So,
especially in the pandemic.
Right. So it's kind of like, man, I'm starting to think like, man, maybe Teofimo should have, you know what I'm saying? Because see, the thing is, it wasn't a good, it's not a fucking good fight. So you had a choice to maybe get paid more, but you just had to fight a tougher fight. But you was trying to take an easy fight and get big pay for it, because you felt that your resume that you've had as of lately, that you deserved it, right? So it's kind of like your ego got real big. But see, this is one thing I gotta say, right? Bob Arum, we all know he don't like to pay his fighters, and we seen with this whole situation how he moves, right? But ask yourself, right? If the rest of these promoters move like that, do you think that we will be seeing better fights? Because what he was doing is he was saying, well, if you want this amount of money, this is the level of competition that I'll pay for. Yeah. What if the rest of the promoters did that? Do you think that we'll be seeing better fights?
I still think we're gonna get good fights, bro. Like I say, when I look at this situation, bro, and we really look at this situation, Bob Arum was right on the sense of the fight won't work no $6.1 million. That's real shit, right? Mm-hmm. But Teofimo deserved to get more than $1.2 million. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna come down to like, okay, He did that. Like I say, people looking at this shit like it was monumental or some shit. Like, oh my God, Teofimo with the Triller. He got like credit. You got your paper, bro. It's a good thing. You got some money. You some shit you supposed to got at least 2.5, 2.6, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not looking at this shit like this just monumental 6.1. My man George Cambosa got 2 million when he probably would have got around 800,000, some shit like that. You feel me? So you got him a nice payday, things of that nature. But when you come back over to the real boxing world, right? It's still gonna be what it is. Ain't shit gonna change over here. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic gonna be what it's gonna be. 1.4, 1.5 for guaranteed money, things of that nature. When you come to the real promoters, okay, when they looking at that shit, that's a spectacle. And Triller doing that because they know they gonna gross that money back from that situation. And it's like, damn, okay, we can snatch this up for 6 point something right quick. Put this motherfucker on the undercard. It's a unification bout. Let that shit rock out like that and make their money off of that. But like you said, Triller ain't no fucking boxing promotion company. That ain't we ain't finna come over here and just, oh, we got this fighter versus this fighter, that fighter versus this. The next thing they got is the fucking Jake Paul and Ben Askren fight. They got Tonio Torv and them on that court and shit. So after
when does that fight happen? The Jake Paul
I forgot the date for that shit. I forgot the date, but like how many of them motherfucking things they finna throw? That's why I said, Keith, I don't want boxing going that way like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we getting these motherfucking Jake Pauls and Ben Askren, but then we got a fucking world title fight on the line, but it's the co-main event to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't trying to do this shit. You feel me? But
and then,
I understand the game.
And then on top of that, it's like you see what happened with Eddie Hearn when he came in the game and thought he was gonna sign all the top fighters. You ain't, at the end of the day, you don't got no fighters over there, right? And you're not gonna snatch all the top guys from PBC, and you sure ain't gonna be able to snatch none of the top guys from Top Rank because they in contracts, or DAZN, neither, because they in contracts.
And then, Key, how many pay-per-views motherfuckers feel about it? Motherfuckers finna be buying them pay-per-views like that for that shit. Like, we ain't, all right, 1 or 2, all right, cool. But, man, everybody finna be going over there buying all them damn pay-per-views like that. When we gonna have pay-per-view fights about over here that's good-ass fights in real boxing, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say they go try it, but they gonna find themselves in a situation where they're gonna be like, damn, okay, now we losing out. Now we gotta chill this shit out because this shit ain't rocking like that. There's only so many of these motherfucking little spectacles you can put on. When the motherfuckers really trying to see old motherfuckers fight for real. But it's Mike Tyson and Holyfield. It's a little thing right now. Like you say, it's catchy right now. It's a little wave, but that wave go die out. Over here, boxing go still be right here. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Let's see.
That shit crazy. Like you went over there and you took a big payday at the what's that Ice Cube's basketball league, the big three. You went over there and took a payday at the big three, but where the big three at now?
Exactly, bro.
Now you over now you fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
This shit crazy. So when you really look at this, when you really dig down into it, money, and look at it, it's like, damn, he didn't fucked up. He better hope that Bob say, you know what, I forgive you. You good with me. What's the chances of that though?
Right. Bob holding on to that grudge till he go to his casket, bro. He feel like they fucked him. Then not on top of that, Eddie Hearn tried to fuck him. Oh, he getting payback. Bob getting payback. That Jewish motherfucker gonna figure out a way to get payback. For real. That's true. Them motherfuckers hold grudge till they casket drop.
Real tough. If that was you, what would you do? If you was Bob.
Bob, I'm getting my payback. You ain't gonna make me look like
shit. He gonna get your lick back.
You ain't gonna make me look like no sucker. You hear me? Come on, ESPN trying to take my talent to South Beach. You stick your little tongue out, nah, I got my money, nah. All right.
And he was smiling when he said it too.
Yeah. You're across the street right now.
Bob looking at him like, oh yeah, this motherfucker bold, ain't he?
Bob, you want to play this game? You can't play this game better than me, motherfucker. I got 60 years. I got 60 years in here. You feel me? You got your little couple years. You can't play this game better than me, homie.
For real.
What's going on, baby? A lot of connections going on. He gonna figure that out real fast.
You trying to go to war, but you bitch ass niggas ain't got no cheese.
You hear me? That's what
You trying to go to war, but you ain't got no cheese like he do.
Bob say, you come at the king, you better not miss, motherfucker.
Right. You had one pistol and you trying to go to war.
You hear me? You trying to go to war.
You trying to go to war with one pistol. Now you done shot the whole clip out. We got a whole army over here.
Mm-hmm.
You done. You ain't right. Sheena, what's good with it, Queen? She in the building late today. We've been over here cooking.
Bob know though. Bob know what's going down. Bob know. He just gonna sit on back. You'll let this play out. Charlo coming up. What's the date for that shit?
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, Bob gonna let that little date go by.
Like in June or something? I don't know.
What Bob doing right now? Bob booking up all the dates right now. he booking up every date. Teofimo, we don't have a date. When Teofimo, I don't know.
We ain't seen Teofimo
booked up. I can't just put them on anything. We got the NFL coming on. We got basketball coming on. Dates are booked up. ESPN gonna be in it right with his ass. Yeah, the dates booked up, man.
We was looking for we had a fight over in Dubai with Teofimo Lopez and Tank David, but the fight it didn't happen. We had the investors, but the investors they didn't come through. We had to fight with Teofimo and Tank Davis, but the investors they just wouldn't come through.
Hey, he gonna be coming up with that investors line like he would with Crawford.
Shit. Oh, shit. Gonna be right there. I think we can squeeze in a little day for him, but it's not going to be a big fight. Somewhere around 300,000.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the money that Teofimo Lopez wants, in order to pay Teofimo Lopez, we have to get the investors on board.
2 years later, them investors still ain't came through. This motherfucker still ain't fought.
Put his ass now with a 2-13 fighter. Hey, how much is he expecting for this guy?
Hey man, dude, he finna fuck with dude, man. That's fucked up. But hey man, you should set your ass down.
That's the game. You want to play 989? That motherfucker. I'm gonna show you how to play.
Go ahead and get that little that 3.5 mil. That shit better stretch out. You better make that shit stretch out for a long time.
You hear me?
Motherfucker. And he said straight out, I'm not paying from now on. He ain't gonna get paid what he looking for. He ain't getting it from me. Wow, bro.
Wow, ain't bullshit, boy.
Hey, you wanna play with me?
Man. You gotta make that motherfucker 3 million stretch, partner.
You make that shit stretch.
Motherfucker. That motherfucker be 6 figures for now.
Do you think that he might force him into a fight with Josh Taylor? Yeah, I think Josh Taylor gonna beat Jose Ramirez. You think he might try to force him into a fight with Josh Taylor, but lowball him in that fight?
If you talking about coming up to 140, shit, he the one talking about. Josh Taylor, Ramirez. Those are tune-up fights for me. Every fight is tune-up.
I fuck with Teofimo. I think Teofimo is a hell of a fighter, but he's not fucking with no Josh Taylor.
Hell no, he talking about a tune-up. I say a tune-up. I say, all right, boy, you feeling yourself. The dude think he, don't get me wrong, you supposed to feel like the big shot in boxing and shit like that. But Teofimo, you was not like this. Like you going overboard now, bro. You going a little too overboard now. You feel me? You ain't no motherfucking Floyd Money Mayweather, homie. Calm down a little bit, dog.
What I saw in that fight with Lomachenko, he not fucking with Josh Taylor, homie.
Fuck my man, when I tell you, bro.
Like 5'10", way bigger than. Come on, bro. Josh Taylor's a big 140 pounder.
A big 140 pounder. But this my thing, bro. Lomachenko, when he heated up, bro, he hit the dude with everything that he wanted to hit him with. Teofimo defense wasn't about shit.
If that was Josh Taylor,
yeah,
he would. If that was Josh Taylor, hey, he would have stopped him.
Hell yeah, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like you got some little things. You fought a Lomachenko, bro, and I ain't saying it trying to make it as if like Loma, you know what I'm saying, this and that. Cause like I say, man, keep pick Loma to win, but at the same time, Lomachenko still was he ain't no motherfucking natural 135 pounder. So his punches, you was feeling them and you can just take it. But you go up and let Josh Taylor hit your ass like that, knock your motherfucking eye straight, break your motherfucking eye socket. Your ass go find out. Let's see. You think your ass hitting backflips and shit like that, he gonna knock your ass into a backflip.
Right.
Feel me? So, like I say, man, it's gonna come to a point because Josh want the fight. Josh say, I humble his little ass. He say, you talk too much. He say, come on up here. You feel me? But right now, focus on Jose Ramirez. But if you want this smoke, bring your ass on up here. I'll give your ass some of this humble pie. I'm gonna tune up. Come on up.
This is what I'm saying, right? This scenario, right? We know that Josh Taylor and Ramirez, they fight what, like this summer, right? They gonna fight in the summer, right? So Josh Taylor and Ramirez fight in the summer, right?
Yeah.
They want to move up, right? But they both under top rank. Say Josh Taylor wins, you know what I'm saying? I think that Josh Taylor gonna win, right?
Me too.
You tell them, I got you, right? I got you. You the undisputed, right? Give me one more fight at 140. Stay here because I want you to beat this motherfucker ass, right? He forces, right? He forces Teofimo into a Josh Taylor fight, right? He forced him into a Josh Taylor fight, but not only that, is he lowballing?
Yeah, but I
lowballing and say, look, you either gonna take this money and fight Josh Taylor. You're gonna take this money and fight Josh Taylor, or you go ahead and sit on the shelf.
Yeah, because think about this too, Key. Josh Taylor said he will stay. He say I'll stay. He said if he come up, I'll stay for one more fight for him. He want to fight him. He want to show him, bro. He say yeah, if he come up, it's documented. He said I'll stay for one more fight because he want to come up after this fight. But he said if the boy come up, if he really mean what he say, come on up, right? He'll stay for one more fight. Josh Taylor want to break his motherfucking ass socket. I'm telling you, bro.
Right, or the only thing, right, that I see, right, that
my brother LeVar Cooper, what's going down, champ?
Yeah, what's good, LeVar Cooper? The only thing that I see that could really save Teofimo Lopez, right? Because see, at the end of the day, Bob Arum is still a businessman, right? Yeah. In his pockets, and the money that he's making matters beyond all of that, right? So the only thing that I see after all this that can save Teofimo Lopez is one fighter that can save him, right? And you know who that one fighter is? Your boy Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, if Floyd Mayweather and them say, look, we want to do business with you, and we want to put Tank Davis, and we want to make a big mega fight with Teofimo Lopez and Tank Davis, right? Yeah. Right. That's the only thing that's gonna be able to save Teofimo after what he did, right? Because see, now Bob Arum will look at that fight, right?
And he want the Ryan Garcia fight too. Bob want Ryan Garcia too.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia, but that ain't gonna happen. They not finna put Ryan Garcia in there with him, right? So because see, this is the thing. Bob Arum, even though he pissed off and he ain't fucking with Teofimo, he believes that Teofimo can beat Gervonta Tank Davis because Bob Arum has been calling for that fight. That was one of the first fights that he started calling for after Teofimo beat Lomachenko, right? He was calling for that fight. He was saying, you know, that's the fight that I want for Teofimo next, right? If he don't want to give, oh boy, the rematch, I want him to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? But Floyd and them, they wasn't saying the same shit. Floyd and them, they had their own, plan for Tank, right? But that's the only thing. It would take Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe to save Teofimo and say, you know what? We gonna do business with y'all because see that'll save him because now Bob, he know that he'll have to pay Teofimo in order to take that fight, right? And Bob will pay Teofimo in order to take that fight because Bob knows that's a huge pay-per-view fight. And what is it at the end of the day? Money. It's a lot of money in his pockets also.
Yeah.
So,
that's
and that's the only thing that can say. And Ryan Garcia, maybe, but like I said, we saying Ryan Garcia this and that, but we don't know if Ryan Garcia can sell no pay-per-view like that.
That's true.
We know what Tank can do. Tank is the only proven fighter at 135 that can come and rescue him.
That's
but
true.
That's gonna take you. But you know what that'll take? You know what that'll take?
What's that?
That'll take Teofimo Lopez to go and fight George Kambosos Jr. and carry George Kambosos Jr. And what I mean by carry George Kambosos Jr., have a tooth and nails fight with George Kambosos Jr. and do just enough to make sure that he win that fight. Because then,
and Floyd.
Yeah, and this don't have nothing to do with Gervonta Tank Davis himself.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it is then he will, if he look bad, he'll trick Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather into, you know what? Because see, they know that's a big fight, but they just don't want to risk putting Tank Davis in there with a tough fight like that. They just don't. That's just the truth. It's not hating on Tank. That's how they move. That's how they moving. And they moving like that. You know what? Because I always ask myself, right, Money, why the fuck they always move like that with Tank Davis? But the answer was always simple, right? You know what the answer is, Money? It's easy. Who they got on at their stable? Who do they have over there?
Nobody named Gervonta Davis to keep that motherfucker afloat.
At TMT Promotions, they don't have nobody over there. Their next biggest fighter is Rolly Ramirez. Am I lying?
Damn,
Ain't got nobody. So they looking at it like, yeah, maybe Tank can beat all them dudes. But you know what? We're not gonna risk it, because if he fuck around and lose, we fucked up.
Right.
Now we can't promote him as the best fighter in the world, and everybody needs Tank and so on and so on, right? And that's just now if they had a stable, I think that if do you think, Money, that if TMT, right, had the stable that PBC does, do you think that they would be putting him? We would have already seen a mega fight with Tank.
Yep, I do.
Because see, when you put just like Golden Boy was doing with Canelo for a while, right? Yeah, Canelo was a bad motherfucker. All them dudes that we were saying that Canelo was ducking, you know what I'm saying? Eventually he showed that he could beat them, and he could have maybe, you know what I'm saying, still could beat all of them dudes. Some of them that he ain't fought, right? But see, they was carrying him very carefully because they lost all their fighters, and that's the only fighter that they had left. So they couldn't afford for Canelo to lose to nobody. Now you see Golden Boy doing the same thing with Ryan Garcia. Why do you think the Tank Davis fight fell out? They told Ryan Garcia straight up, we don't want you fighting Tank Davis. No, you're not fighting him. And then they told him, oh, this Manny Pacquiao, they saying that we can't do it as an exhibition, that it got to be a real fight. Nope, you're not fighting him neither. That ain't gonna happen. That's what happened, because we can't afford for you to take an L, and now everybody gonna say, you know what, this motherfucker was an Instagram supermodel. Motherfucker can't fight. And Luke Campbell wasn't shit. And I'm not saying this, right? But I'm saying that's what people gonna say, right? Now all they got over there is fucking Jaime Munguia that ain't nobody paying attention to like that, right? And Virgil Ortiz, but Virgil Ortiz a hell of a fighter, but he don't sell like that because he's humble, he don't talk. Right? Nah. So that's what's happening, right? That's really what's happening. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what's really happening.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, so let's see, you know, that's he better pray that Leonard LB and them come over and rescue him. And I doubt that's gonna happen.
I double doubt. I double doubt that shit.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like I said, it don't have nothing to do with Tank. It's how if they don't have a stable, they don't have.
My bad. Well,
they don't have enough fighters on TMT to be throwing Tank in there against, you know, somebody like Teofimo and Devin Haney and all of that. That's why we don't see these fights happening. They holding on. They only got one fighter over there. We ain't finna, you know what I'm saying? That's like money you got. That's like a motherfucker got $1 million to their name, right? They got $1 million. You think, okay, you a millionaire. You got $1 million. You're not even a millionaire. You got $1 million to your name, right?
Yeah.
And Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford finna fight. You finna put that $1 million on either one of them dudes?
Hell no. That motherfucker million stand where is that?
Exactly. So when you look at it, that's what they will be doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. That's how they looking at it if they put Tank Davis in there with somebody like that. So they're not finna do that, man. So at the end of the day, Teofimo Lopez, man, he just gonna be out here. He gonna be out here.
For real.
Yeah. What else you got on that situation, man?
I want to see what it's gonna do for him, bro. I want to see what Triller really gonna do for him because, like I say, respect to him. He did get his little paper things of that nature, but people looking at this shit as if he just hit the motherfucking jackpot. Like, wow, Teofimo just did this. Teofimo just did something. I seen one nigga say, you know, this just changed the game. This is monumental. This go change the way promoters look at the fighters. Man, these promoters still looking at these fighters the same goddamn way, dude. If y'all thinking 3.1 is a motherfucking astronomical number that's gonna make promoters get afraid and be afraid to say, right, you know what, I'm gonna go get your ass 1.4, 1.5. You gotta be out your goddamn mind, boy. Out of your goddamn mind. You feel me? So I still want to see what type of star he is. What I want to see what that Lomachenko do for him. You know what I mean? Of course, okay, Triller came out and got him. He's a three-time world champion. He got 3 scraps. You know what I mean? I call him scrapped up shorty at 135. But at the same time, I want to see what can you carry on your own. I want to see your own main event against somebody as the champion and see what your numbers looking like. Because right now, you can't base these numbers and make these numbers Teofimo numbers. You can't. You know what I'm saying? This is Mike Tyson and Holyfield numbers. You the co-main event. And we know everybody started watching around the co-main event time. So they go try to take that and be like, oh, well, you know what, man? It was X amount of people watching around the time they was fighting. Okay, motherfucker, well, people getting ready to watch Mike Tyson. That's the good thing of being a co-main event.
You know, people and Cambosos is not going to sell that shit. This is going to be Tyson and Holyfield.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Bob Arum not stupid. Teofimo and George Cambosa over here right now ain't going to do shit. It wasn't gonna do shit, kid. We gonna keep it real. It wasn't gonna do shit over in Australia, maybe because it's they fighter getting to fight for a world championship. So you know them motherfuckers gonna come, they gonna represent for them. So I understand if what Bob was saying, okay, we can take that motherfucker over to Australia and they want to pay 10 million, or we can go over there. I'll get that money. But you talking about over here in America with motherfuckers that know better, they got common sense, that used to seeing big ass fights. And you talking about getting into the ring after fighting motherfucking Lomachenko and go to a drop off like George Cambosa, who really lost his last fight, and think
lost his last fight.
Hey, you think you deserve X amount of dollars for that shit? You got to be out your mind. So I want to see when he bring his ass back to America. Well, down to earth. I was gonna say back to America like the motherfuckers over in Australia. But when he bring his ass back down to earth and you get back with old Bobby, right? Old scandalous Bobby over there who's licking his lip and can't wait for you to walk through that door so he can slap the shit out of you. You know how that be key when you got that nigga that's a woman beater and this girl do something out in public and he know he can't hit her right there. But in his head, he thinking, well, once we get into this house, I'm finna beat your ass. That's what Bobby thinking about Teofimo. Oh, we're in public right now. You go get the little shit out. You want to show off. But once you get in here, and we close this door. And look, y'all, I don't condone women beating. I just know how the game goes. So don't look at
analogy, you know.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
it's a bad one, but it's a truth. Yeah. It's true.
That's how Bob thinking right now. Like, yeah, you can laugh out in public, haha. Yeah, we getting money. We get what we get in this house though. That's what old Bobby thinking about Teofimo right now. You feel me? So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to see what it's gonna do for him in the future, bro. And I need to see what type of star are you for you to be out here talking about, oh, I'm doing all this, and Devin and Tank and Ryan, they don't deserve no fights from me. They need to do more. Matter of fact, I'm gone. You know, I did everything I need to do down here. I'm going up. I'm gonna fight Josh Taylor or Ramirez. Them boys, my tune-ups. You know, everybody's a tune-up to me. All right, we gonna see. We gonna see. You feel me? I like the energy. But let's see if you gonna keep that energy. I like the energy, but let's see if you gonna keep that energy. You feel me? So at the end of the day, time will tell. But right now, have you fun. Congratulations, you got your paper. I'm happy for you. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see how long you can sustain that shit.
Yeah, right. And see if you're willing to take that ass beat from Josh Taylor for 950,000.
Oh
shit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the only fight that Bob is gonna pay for is motherfucking is Tank. That's the only fight that Bob gonna pay for is Tank.
Yeah.
And maybe Ryan Garcia. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. He not finna pay you for no other fights.
That's a fact, dog.
You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy though, man. He fucked up. But man, we got like we said early, man, we got some fights going on tomorrow. You know, what's your prediction on the Anthony Durrell fight?
I got Anthony Durrell. You know what I'm saying? I got him. You know, and it's gonna be a fight where he gonna come out, you know, and look good in the fight. And you know, he gonna call out one of these top dogs after this fight. But I got Anthony Durrell for the win.
Does Anthony Durrell suffer a cut in this fight?
I don't think so. I think he come out and take dude out. You know what I mean, I don't think no injury gonna play a part for him. Now, I ain't gonna say it can't. I ain't gonna say that it can't happen because we all know how headbutts play a game, and sometimes by the way he fights, sometimes he initiate the headbutt. He always get mad, but you know his style of fighting is an aggressive style of fight. You know what I mean? So right. Sometimes his ass he initiate the headbutt. But you know, I look at this dude, Jerome Davis and shit, and he ain't punching like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't punching like that. He more of a like
I haven't seen him fight.
Huh?
I ain't never seen him fight.
Yeah, he ain't punching like that. So, you know, it's gonna be like Anthony Durrell going to get his ass. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like Anthony Durrell going to get him, and he might stop his ass. I ain't gonna lie to you, he might stop him. So I don't think this should be one of them type of fights where dude coming forward, where we getting head busted, he's standing right there with him and shit like that. So, you know, we'll see though. But I got Anthony Durrell in that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Anthony Durrell too. Although I haven't even seen the other dude fight, I never heard of him before until now. But you know, we'll see. I'm riding with the dog. I'm riding with Anthony Dog Durrell for sure.
He had lost to Patrick Bay. I don't know if you remember that fight. You probably seen the fight. You just don't remember you seen the fight.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah.
You watched Patrick Day when he fought.
Yeah. I fuck with Patrick Day. Yeah. I don't remember that. I don't remember Patrick Day fighting him. I have to go back and look. What else? What other fights we got? Everybody know about the Canelo fight. I mean, we don't even got to get into that. I mean, I don't think I could find one person that's picking Yildirim over Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, what other fights, man? What's the undercard looking like?
Shit, the undercard ain't really looking like shit. That's the biggest fight. They got his nephew Leon Lawson on the card, but
Leon Lawson. I fuck with Leon Lawson.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna be televised though.
Okay. Yeah, Leon Lawson, man. It's crazy. He set right behind him and Joey Spencer, right? Yeah. They sit right behind me at the Andre Ward Kovalev 2 fight. And I think Leon Lawson at that point in time, right? He was probably like 16. He was like 16, maybe 17 at that time. And I was chopping it up with him, and he was telling me, he was like, yeah, man, look out for me. I'm trying to get ready to turn pro soon. You know, I'm trying to get ready to turn pro soon, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna look out for you. And so probably last year, so this is years later, like last year, I'm flipping through the channels and he was on there fighting. I just happened to catch it. I'm like, hold on, that's old boy that was sitting. Damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And he had shot up, like he grew a grip, like he tall as fuck now. He was lanky and tall, but he wasn't near as tall. He grew a lot. Like he sprouted up, man. So yeah,
Okay.
man, I'm looking forward to seeing him. But like you said, they probably won't even televise it.
On the Canelo card, though, we got Mac Rams Arroyo going up against Abraham Rodriguez. But
Who?
Jerry, these ain't no top dogs, but that's a cool. Mike Williams supposed to be fighting for a world title tomorrow, though. But Jerry Forrest on the card, Diego Pacho on the card. I like Diego Pacho. I like him. And then, but what more interesting though, Keyshawn Davis make his pro debut.
Yeah, Keyshawn Davis is making his debut.
Make his pro debut. Yeah, so you have to catch that bitch as soon as it come on because they go. I'm quite sure they gonna show him too. I'm quite sure they gonna give him some airtime.
Oh yeah, they gonna show Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah, they gonna get some airtime.
And for y'all don't know who Keyshawn Davis is, Keyshawn Davis was actually the favorite to win the gold medal. He was the favorite to win a gold medal for the U.S. And some shit went down, and he ended up turning pro and skipping out the Olympics. But
they say he got kicked off the Olympic team for some reason. I don't know what it was.
I don't know. I don't know what went down, but Keyshawn Davis is a beast. He's actually him and Shakur Stevenson are best friends, and Shakur said that Keyshawn Davis is actually his toughest competition.
Yeah,
they spar, they fight, they sparred, countless numbers of times, and he say that Keyshawn Davis is his toughest competition.
Yeah,
besides Terrence Crawford, of course, but yeah.
Yes, Keyshawn Davis won. That's why I listened to what he said. He was there when Shakur spoiled Lomachenko twice. He said the first time he spoiled him, you know what I'm saying? Shakur was just getting in the ring, he wasn't grown yet. He got in there, and he said he still held his own, but in so many words, he ain't going around. But you can tell that he was like, okay, Lomachenko probably got the better of him. But he like the second time, yeah, Lomachenko wasn't fucking with him. So Lomachenko wasn't fucking with him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. So it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some it ain't really that good card. I mean, as far as the undercards, it ain't really all of that, but but
dry day.
Man, let's get your closing words, Money.
No doubt.
Get ready to get up out of here.
Yeah, appreciate everybody for rocking with us, man. We've been going for almost 3 hours. It's all love. Feel me? Continue to support me and my bro, man. We're gonna keep rocking out, giving y'all this good old boxing talk. Make sure y'all follow me on Money Brown TV. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Money_the_writer. We will be streaming all the fights tomorrow on Insta. Hopefully they don't kick my black ass out. Hopefully we don't get no haters over there. But if they do, we got it back up. You feel me? So y'all just keep paying attention to us, man, showing love, showing support, and we work out for y'all, man. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status.
Yes, sir. And we appreciate everybody that stopped through, everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all. And if you don't have nowhere, like Money said, to watch the Canelo fight, y'all already know where to go. He gonna be showing the fight on this channel. So make sure y'all stop through and show him some love. And once again, we appreciate everybody in the building, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Talking big facts, I ain't tell no lies. Real talk like fight fan. Slap a troll with my right hand. Hit the like button, watch the replay. Want all the smoke like EJ. Fuck control what he say. I bomb a nigga like Wilder, boy. Spray the thing, make shower, boy. Tyson Fury, you a coward, boy. Box a nigga like ego. Make you bow your head, take one knee like. Since the time that Lester been black and eyes like Debo.
Like Debo?
And I'm a breadwinner like Kevin Gates. Smoke strong, make you levitate. On my evil spins, might meditate. Go watch me, go steady hate. But I pimp the game like 7-8.
7-8.
And I'm a big stepper like Money Brown. I don't mess around, I don't fuck around. But I'll fuck around, not wear my crown.
Fuck around, not wear my crown.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go, talking that boxing again. Trio talk like white fan. There you go, talking that boxing again. It's trio talk like white fan. There you go, talking that boxing again. Trio talk like white fan. There you go, talking that boxing again. There you go, talking that boxing again. There you go, talking that boxing again.